Welcome everyone to the Disconnected Esports Content Creator Clash. We have some amazing teams lined up here. 4 amazing teams full of some of the best Oceania content creators we have here in Overwatch. I'm absolutely privileged to cast this game here along with Beppis. Welcome everyone. Beppis, how do you feel about today's games?
Hi, Profound Rice. Nice to be casting with you today. I'm looking forward to seeing today's games. After yesterday's games, there's a lot of very close ones that we got to witness coming out. We'll be opening today, streaming Nunez Nation versus Alton Bio. And it'll be very interesting to see how they perform. Nunez Nation went very strong yesterday, going 3-0.
You know, that's really exciting to hear. I'm kind of a little bit disappointed because I wasn't able to watch the streamer phase of Content Creator Clash. I did not say that. Content Creator Clash yesterday, so I'm glad that you got to watch it and cast it and enjoy all of that. But before we go too much further, we of course have to thank our wonderful sponsor, which is the one and only Crocker Mousepads. We love and know Crocker Mousepads, absolutely amazing brand we have here in Australia, who loves and supports us, Australian esports local scene. Crocker Mousepad is an OCE-based mousepad vendor that allows you to either purchase from a pre-existing range or upload your own custom image. They have an array of different mousepad sizes for a variety of setups, some really massive ones. After each streamed match, by the way, chat, hold your horses. Make sure you stay here for every game because we'll be giving away a $50 voucher in chat after every streamed match, adding up to 6 times 50, $300 worth of vouchers. How amazing, Beppis. How do you feel about this? Do you have a Quokka mousepad?
I do not have a Quokka mousepad, but I would love it. They look so beautiful, especially on the side, all the custom pads as well. You could get your favorite streamer printed on it.
Yeah, we do. I believe there are quite a lot of streamers, Australian streamers, who have a collaboration with Quokka Mousepad. And if you have a favorite streamer, you might as well check and see whether or not they also have that code, so you can support them as well. But Quokka Mousepad, big love to you. But let's talk a little bit more about Nunez Nation and Ult in Bio. Now, you mentioned Nunez. I hope I'm saying that right. Nunez Nation went 3-0 in yesterday. That's crazy.
Yeah. So Nunez Nation is run by a content creator, Chana. It consists of Transcendent Blades on the tank, Zenyatta and Snell on the DPS, and then Dr. Meme and Chana herself on the support. And we got to see them in the first game yesterday that was streamed. It was a very close game, but they pulled ahead and took the first game 2-0. And then their 2 games off stream, they also ended up victorious. So we're going to see if they can pull it out today in a single win bracket.
Yes, Nunez Nations definitely does sound very scary indeed. But now let's talk about Ult in Bio. I believe that team is led by the one and only Dixon Mate.
Yes, we've got Dixon Mate running Ult in Bio. They've got also a very nice lineup. All the people we know and love. As you can see, we've got Dixon Mate, tank. We saw a lot of his Reinhardt yesterday coming out. Very strong. And we've got Kyle and Vestige on the DPS. We saw them pulling out a lot of Sombra, a lot of Reaper, some Cassidy, and also Soldier on that DPS lineup yesterday. And then we've got Penrith and Jiff TV on the support. We saw a lot of Ana, Lucio, lots of rush and high damage from this team. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of comps they're running today in their game.
No, yeah, definitely, indeed. We might see something spicy. Now, Ult in Bio, their scoreline from yesterday doesn't look as good as Nunez Nation. They did go, was it 0-3, Beppis?
Yeah, unfortunately, Ult in Bio did go 0-3. However, I have seen from their team comms that they had a good time, and that's what we love to hear.
No, definitely love hearing that. We definitely want them to, all the content creators here, to be having a fun time in the Disconnected Esports Content Creator Clash. Now, we are doing a bracket, a playoffs, a single elimination bracket here. We are starting with the Nunez Nation and Ult in Bio. The winner will advance to the grand finals. I mean, it's only 4 teams, so it's going to be a very short 3 games today. Nunes Nation versus Alton Bio and Can't Touch This versus Meowshree. So obviously first up will be Nunes Nation and Alton Bio. Let's talk about the map pool that we have today. Hey, these are the 3 maps we have. Do you want to talk us through this, Peppers?
Yes, sure, of course. There is first up Eichenwald. We love it. Nice map. Beautiful setting. Reinhardt's hometown. Hoping we see some Reinhardt here, because like we saw yesterday, you weren't here for the stream, unfortunately, but there was a lot of Reinhardt coming out from every team that was playing. And you just love to see Reinhardt. The 1v1s, it's the shatter jewels, the dance between the 2 tanks. It's a lot of fun, so going to his home turf now for map 1 of this game. Then,
map 2 here will be Lijiang Tower, and this is, I believe, a first of 2 or a best of 3, so we might not see the Paris map. Do you want to, do you wish we could, hopefully we could get the Paris map. Personally, I am a big fan of going the long haul. But yeah, how do you feel about Lijiang Tower?
I mean, Lijiang Tower it's a very consistent map. We've seen it through many different tournaments in just Overwatch history. It's like a staple of competitive gameplay at this point in time. But as you said, with that third map being Paris as well, unfortunately, you didn't see yesterday, but we actually played Horizon Winter Colony, also chose in the game by Nunes Nation. So these guys are really bringing back the old vaulted maps, and I'd love to see it go to map 3.
Well, I'm sure you guys are ready and waiting to hopefully get into the game, to get into Eichenwald, and you guys won't have to wait much longer because Nunes Nation and Alton Bio are about to face it off in the one and only map of Eichenwald. You mentioned Reinhardt, and I know that I would love to see a Reinhardt here as well. I mean, look at our teams. We have, of course, the one and only Transcendent Blades on tank versus Dixon on tank. And Dixon, I'm pretty sure he loves the Reinhardt.
Yesterday we saw Dixon locking in Reinhardt in most of his games, most of the time that he could. So as you see it right there, Dixon straight away, no hesitation, locks it in. Actually, we might be seeing a Winston. Got my hopes up.
A bit of disappointment from us casters for sure. Alton Bio here not opting for the Reinhardt. On the other hand, Nunes Nation didn't even consider the Reinhardt, immediately locking the Sigma. How do you feel about these team compositions though on this map of Eichenwald?
Yeah, so from Nunes Nation, we're looking at a very high perk team. They've got the Sigma, they've got a lot of damage coming out from Ashe and Bastion. That's a lot of spam, a lot of range perk. Also, a lot of high damage coming from the supports as well. Baptiste and Illari, both very DPS heavy support picks. Whereas Alton Bio's got a lot more dive and also a bit of perk as well with the Soldier and the Pharah.
No, that is true. You know, a lot of damage, but Bio getting extremely low and will be taken out immediately. This is obviously the first fight here. Alton Bio trying to be getting onto the point. They are on attack for this first part of the game, and Nunes Nation on defense. But yeah, not able to do much damage to Nunes Nation so far, and Alton Bio have to try and regroup to try and get onto this point.
Yeah, there's very well played by Nunes Nation. Transcendent hitting a massive rock, taking the Pharah out of the sky as well, right off the bat.
Massive gameplay coming from Transcendent. Carl's getting a little bit low, but will be able to survive. Dixon burning a little bit, trying to be healed by the Mercy, but the Mercy gets taken out. Dixon extremely low, also gets taken out by Snell. Now, everyone is falling from Alton Bio, and once again, they do have to go back to their spawn to try and rethink their strategy.
We're really seeing the strength of Nunes Nation's picks here. Like, the extra damage from the Illari and the Baptiste is really helping them to shred. Whatever, that Winston is trying to just take space, and his bubble is melting so quickly. But now they're matching the Sigma, so it'll be interesting to see how they change now with that tank mirror.
No, yeah, I do see that Sigma coming out from Dixon. Let's see how Dixon goes, but Dixon's getting quite low, but so is Transcendent. But all the supports, Channa, Dr. Meme doing the absolute best to keep up the tank, while Dixon is still quite low, has to hold to the side to keep themselves alive. And Vestige, who was a little low, but healing up, but Jiff getting taken out by Zenita on the Bastion. Bastion now copying their ultimate, getting a lot of the players out, and Vestige will get caught out and fall. And so will Dixon and CD Cat and Alton Bio not able to get that first tick on the point.
So that fight went quite well in Nunez's Nation's favor. So they open up with the Olari captivating Sun from Alton Fire. However, he ended up getting taken down by Zenyatta, and they traded using Baptiste Amplification Matrix and Bastion Mortar Strike. So 2 ults to win that fight. However, they're still in very strong ult economy, coming up with Bob just in a second.
True, Bob is up, but Zenyatta getting so low, just manages to survive. Though on the other hand, some players in Alton Fire are really low. Kyle, 1 HP, does have the EMP available, possibly looking for an opportunity here. The Bob comes out from Snell, trying to stall them from going any further. Bob takes out CD Cat and Investige. Ooh, and Dixon as well. The Alton Bio has only 1 minute left to try and get this first objective.
Yeah, Alton Fire are coming up on some very strong ults there. They almost have 4 ults. Their Sigma Flux is coming up in just a couple percent here. And there's no real defensive for Nunez Nation to defend against that. They have Baptiste de Mort, but that's very easy for them to break.
No, that is true. Not much they can defend against the Dixon Sigma Ultimate Grab Flux, but there was also EMP and so many ults, and out comes firstly Transcendence Blade Grab Flux, finds better low. Dixon decides, hey, it's my turn. Tries to catch a few players, but China and Dr. Mean stay alive with that Baptiste lamp. As you were mentioning, Transcendence Blade does fall finally, but not before they lose an Investige. Out comes CD Cat's ultimate and the EMP. They're trying to make their way towards the point. Zenyatta falls. Cell is extremely low, manages to survive just a tiny bit, getting up a tiny bit, but no. Kyle trying to find them, sniffs them out, takes them out. Off they go, trying to get one more, taking down Dr. Mean, but not before Dr. Mean taking down CD Cat. And someone is on the point, it is China. They finally take down China. And now all this fighting has been taking place, and Transcendence tries to touch, but not in time. But Alton Bio gets point A and now have control of the pace.
There's a very long fight we just saw. However, it was very nicely played by Alton Bio. They used the Sigma Gravitational Flux, got some nice picks there. Managed to take out Transcendent Blade and take that space. Them flipping and taking the point early on mid-fight, because it was a long fight, it let them fight and cap the point very effectively. Just get them staggering picks to help them cap.
Yeah, staggering is always not a good thing in Overwatch here. Zenyatta has the ultimate here and will be using the Bastion ult. Doesn't quite connect on anything. There are a few other ultimates though available for both teams, but whether they use them, China's deciding to use them to try and slow and stop ult in Bio right here just after the gate.
It's very nice and very strong to hold people in that first choke there. So investing captivating Sun just to hold the team here. It's very strong. The only return that Alton Fire has right now is the Nano Boost. So maybe we might see like a Nano Pharah flying at them. They do need to try and take the high ground here, or else Pharah's just going to get poked out of the sky by that high damage comp.
So true, it's now on the Ashe here. Investige does feel like they're getting a little bit bullied right this second. They do have now a D.Va. Dixon's on D.Va. How do you feel about this in the team comp?
I mean, D.Va in this comp is very strong. Like I said, the Nano Pharah is up against 4 hitscan characters on Nunez Nation, but if you get Defense Matrix to Nano Boost, fly into them, that has some potential to it. Be very strong if they have the coordination for it.
Well, out comes the Nano, not onto the Pharah as you were hoping. It's onto Dixon. Investige though will be getting quite low. But Dixon using that Nano advantage takes down Snell. That is 1 hit scan gone. Kyle now going after Zenyatta. Does the hack, but doesn't able to confirm the kill. But they're gonna go harder and go into China, taking them down. Investige though will be taken out on that Pharah, getting res. The huge advantage for Alton Bio. Transcendence extremely low, trying the best to survive and will survive. But Zenyatta getting a solo ulti possibly by Investige. Dr. Mean now getting revenge. Back and forth, but the car is moving and getting closer to the bridge. Slowly but surely. And now there's also the D.Va bomb available for Dixon May. Will he use it here? He's possibly looking out comes the EMP from Kyle. They're gonna be able to get Transcendent and Snell from this. Lots of winning fights for Alton Bio, but the time, they're in overtime, and out comes Zenyatta's ultimate to try and get them all off the point. There's only one person right now. It is just Dixon, the tank on the payload, and they're getting closer, only a few meters away from safely from the point, from getting into the next stage. Dr. Mean takes down Investige. Jif falls as well. It's going the way of Nunez Nation as CD Cat also fall at the time. Overtime, can anyone touch? Now it's just Dixon, last one left, and ooh, they're out of the tank, out of the mech, and that is gonna be the first round.
That was a very, very long fight for the final fight of the round. Alton Bio really put up a good fight there.
Switching sides.
Yeah, they were in overtime for quite a while there. But how do you feel about these team compositions? Do you think Alton Bio need to change things up to try and defend against Nunes Nation? They didn't get it the whole way through, but do you think also that push they did, is that enough?
I do think on Iconwald, if they have a strong perk comp here, they can try and hold close on first. Like, not close, but hold that bridge. You can really stall very strong there. If they do lose the first point, there's also the second arch with the opening doors. You can hold people really well there. Hold the high ground. Like we saw from Nunes Nation, they had a lot of perk, a lot of damage. They were really controlling that high ground well. With Alton Bio playing defense, if they play it the same way, they can also hold off very well. They got to almost the end of second point, which is a very long and open area. So showing some hit scan, maybe run the Pharah again, poke out the back line. They do have good potential going into this.
Yeah, and we definitely do know about Alton Bio's potential because we know and love a lot of these content creators on both teams, of course. They are all amazing players. Dixon leading Alton Bio and China leading Nunes Nation and every other one of these players. If you guys don't know them, which I'm sure all of you guys know them, these are all famous content creators in OCE. You guys better check them out. But here we go. Now they've switched sides. Alton Bio here on defense, while Nunes Nation on attack. Transcendent is getting a little bit low, getting a bit of damage, especially with that Juke anti, but they're going to be able to hold onto all of their lives. That is also a Symmetra we're seeing as well to help hold down the fort here. How do you feel about the Symmetra?
Symmetra is quite strong here. Like those turrets are very hard for them to break and to push through the choke if they hold close. And they've got a damage boosted Bastion as well, so they can't just walk up and look at the turrets without getting just a face full of damage boosted blasting.
Well, they're trying to walk up as Transcendent Blades jumps in. They take down Embassy, who is that damage boosted Bastion, and now CDCat falls as well. Dixon with only one healer. They're trying their best to take everyone out. Transcendent Blades does get taken out by Jip. Now there's no healers left for Dixon. He has to try and survive. Just Kyle does put out the wall, does get that Symmetra shielded wall in time, and I think that might be what they needed to save this fight.
Yeah, it's really well played by Nunes, taking a couple picks off the bat, but they couldn't finish the Symmetra or Dixon off. So, as we saw there, Symmetra were absolutely massive, and Dixon was just running around with 100 charge there.
Nano Monkey coming in, Transcendent Blades with a vengeance, taking down Ember Stage, going in for another jump at the sleep on Jip, saves their life. And there's so much damage going everywhere from both Bastions and Nano Monkey. But all the damage onto China and Zenith is just so strong. Alton Bio holding down this defense as best as they can. Now going after Dr. Mean. Dixon will, though, fall by Transcendent Blades. But Transcendent, taking this opportunity, goes in. Dixon have lost their tank, their one and only, but Ember Siege is, of course, on the Bastion and scares it a little bit away. This fight is so back and forth. A lot of ultimates are available, and they may be using it to try and get the point, because Alton Bio are on the point right now. And now has the ability to copy someone, to copy the ball, and they've got to go in. Dr. Nim getting one. CDCat, Just Cal, all falling. Alton Bio. Ember Siege is going to fall to Dixon, last one remaining. Trying to get on point, trying to save the game, trying to save this defense. It's doing the absolute best they can, but they will fall to Snell.
Yeah, as we saw that, Nunes Nation got a lot of value out of the echo duplication there. Duping Hammond and just straight away taking a pick on Just Kyle, killing that Symmetra off the bat when he was around 90% towards his ult as well. Getting that pick was absolutely massive. Really helped them secure the point, and now they're on to phase 2. If they can take this, they have really nice ult economy coming up from Alton Bio. They can maybe teleport in, put down a Symmetra wall. They have Nano. They can really take some fights.
Well, out comes the Symmetra wall you were just talking about, but it doesn't matter. The wall does nothing as How just melts. Though Memphis Siege also getting low, will get taken out by Transcendent Blades. Ooh, he is popping. He is doing so much. Out of supporting them as best as I can, and Transcendent Blaze decides to go on the enemy Ana, and Jiff, Dixon, everyone from Alton Bio. Was that a little bit of a
I see a little bit of a tactical crouch going on there.
Interesting. I'm watching you here. Well, this may be the final push for our Nunez Nation. They're getting closer and closer to the final point. CD Cat getting a bit low. We'll be popping the Valkyrie, but that's not going to be enough to heal up. And this Legion gets taken out by Zenyatta. And Transcendence Blade knocking off a Storm and maybe knocking off Dixon. Zenyatta taking him down. And now Kyle extremely low, trying to stop the point. It's only 0.5 meters, 0 meters. Everyone got off point, and that is going to be Nunez Nation taking the first map here.
We saw beautiful play from Transcendent Blades in those last fights. He got so many picks those last two fights. As we see, played the game here. I think this is going to be when he jumps in into a street off the ultimate. Yeah, Nano Winston against that Sim wall, just penetrating straight through it, killing 3. Having a little dance with the Ana, we might even see the little tactical crouch here.
Wow, what a first game between Nunez Nation and Alton Bio. Now, we did come into this knowing that Alton Bio here were the underdogs and Nunez Nation were the favorites from yesterday, where we did have that group's round robin stage. Nunez Nation coming out 3-0 and Alton Bio only 0-3. So this is, of course, going as how we expected, but don't be deceived. Alton Bio put up a really, really massive fight in this game, despite, you know, the first loss. We will be going into a second game, and do you remember what that map will be, Beppers?
I believe it was Lijiang Tower, the map number 2.
Lijiang Tower. Now, what kind of heroes are you expecting to see in this map, Beppers?
Well, we've seen from both teams now. We saw from Alton Bio that they weren't afraid to run a bit of pharmacy there. Depending on which map of Lijiang Tower is in rotation, there's some very strong Pharah maps there. But then also from Nunez Nation, we've also seen the Echo, so we might be into seeing some dogfighting going on, a bit of inner fighting going on.
Yeah,
we've also seen the Winston and Diva, very good, strong characters for both these maps.
No, yeah, I also agree. Like, I love seeing Echo on this Lijiang Tower maps, and having a bit of like as you were saying, dogfights is always fun to watch. Before though we do get in game, we definitely want to give one more massive shout out to Quokka Mousepads. Quokka Mousepads is one of our very own amazing local Australian brands we have here, and they are supporting this tournament. Make sure you guys stay here till the end of this entire tournament because they are producer in the Discord. Yeah, but oh, the mic's not working. Oh. Oh, we're back. Oh, they can hear us again. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to probably let Scorch re-fix his Discord for us so that we can see the game and cast it for you. And I'm sure, hopefully, his computer can recover from whatever just happened, that Discord crash. But how are you guys doing, chat? How is everything? Hello.
Scorch back, I believe.
Yeah, we do have Scorch back. Oh, good. We can see things now. Hopefully, we'll be able to go to the game soon. Lijiang Tower is, of course, the game. I think we're going to a... No? Oh, we're good. Okay, good. I think we're ready. So we just had Icon World, if you guys are just tuning in, where Nunez Nation did win that map with a pretty strong showing, but of course, Alton Bio put up a really good fight, and now we're going to Lijiang Tower. This is a best of 3, so if Nunes Nations wins this game, they will be winning the series, and then we will be giving away Quokka mouse pads, one of their $50 vouchers. Now, let me just double check how long before we get into the game and whether whether the teams are ready. Looks like they are ready, and we are now loading in. Woo! Lijiang Tower Beppers!
Let's go. Get to see which map of Lijiang we're going to be playing first here. I am kind of hoping that we get to see Control Center as well, because maybe see some Junkrat or some Reinhardt. Oh, we're going to be seeing the tower itself first.
What a pretty tower. I love the lighting at nighttime as well. All the lamps. So
all the
pretty.
lanterns everywhere. Yeah, it'd be interesting. So this will be a map where I'm hoping to see some of them aerial characters now.
Ooh, you spoke, and it shall happen. Dr. Meme on the Pharah. Kyle also back on the Pharah as well. How do you feel about though the Junkrat and the Reaper?
I think the Reaper's gonna be very strong for that ground control, especially they don't know it, but they're also mirror hog picking into each other as well, so that's interesting. Ult and Bayer have an Ana, and Nunes Nation have got a Lucio, so that anti could be absolutely vital to win the hog duels. Never mind, Dixon has just swapped to Junker Queen. That's gonna be a lot of damage for them to deal with.
Dixon may have noticed something going on and decided to switch to the Junker Queen, but a lot of damage being taken down onto Snell as Emprestige on the Reaper takes them out. And Kyle taking down Shanna. Vestige, one more for them, going for a third kill. Ooh, and Dr. Meme gets taken out. Transcendent Blaze is 3 below, trying to fly around the point to survive, but will also be taken out. Snell, though, they're switching here to Jungle Queen.
Yeah, Snell just got absolutely pumped by Altenbio's comp there. Just the Reaper straight in his face off the bat. So much damage, he just could not survive, unfortunately. But now it's on the Junker Queen 1v1. We'll be seeing an interesting matchup here.
Well, Junker Queen 1v1 underway, but Dixon is the first one to fall. Now, as that tank for Altenbio falls, so does Jif. And the point is being contested by Nunes Nation, but not for long as Nunes Nation dominates this fight, winning them the point split.
So we're seeing from Nunes Nation as well. They also dropped the Junkrat that last fight. Now opting to run the Core Cassidy instead. Really helping them deal with that pharmacy.
Yeah, the pharmacy could be doing quite a lot. Look at the percentage on Dr. Meme, 95%, while Altenbio 71% on Kyle. Dr. Meme has that barrage available. Whether they're going to be using it now, that's the only ultimate available in this entire lobby right now. I think they're going quite aggressive, trying to get a lot of damage, but Kyle getting his triple, just manages to live for a little bit longer. Vestige also real, but here comes the barrage onto Dixon. Kyle is able to get revenge, but that tank, Altenbio is gone. Now here comes Kyle's barrage, and they would take down Nunes Nation's tank instead. And Vestige also using the Blossom. So many of the players, and the point is flipping once again to Altenbio.
Yeah, so as you said, like, the only ult in the game was Dr. Meme at the time. He managed to take down one with ult. But unfortunately, Altenbio just traded back, also getting one with their ult. But then Vestige just going on the flank, absolutely decimating, killing one, hitting 2 of them with Death Blossom, then killing a 4th at the end. A very clean fight from Altenbio. However, their ult economy is rather low after that.
No, completely right. Not many ultimates. Jif here, only the one, but Dr. Meme, aggressive gameplay with that pharmacy, taking down Kyle, taking down the other Pharah, Hyden coming out from Nunes. So is the Katsuna Rush, so many ultimates being invested into the fight by Nunes Nation. But are they able to take anyone down? Altenbio going contested, but oh my goodness, that's a 4-man anti-nade coming through in that Dixon, CD Cat, Jif, all extremely low. First one to fall is CD Cat, Dixon falls down too. And Nunes Nation trying to take the point, though somehow Memphis Siege still alive, taking down 1, taking down 2, going for the Mercy as well. Mercy is low. White still has him, still in control of Altenbio, but finally, after using all of their ult, Nunes Nation flipped the point.
Yeah, that's really well played by Alton Bio there. Nunez Nation sending out 3 ultimates there. The Nunez, well, Alton Bio, they were destined to lose off that. They had picks on their team off the beginning, but they stalled for so long. And now they have the ults on it.
Wow, massive barrage coming in, getting 3, slowing this fight. Is that a 5-piece from Dr. Beam? Dr. Beam! What are you doing? Oh my goodness, 5 pieces. That's absolutely amazing. The time is still ticking away, though, Dr. Beam. We'll be able to get back in time, I'm sure, for this final fight. Alton Bio 2. Okay, it's available here. Beffers, how do you think they should play this?
Well, they've got the only ult in the game right now, so if they can get to point safely, even if they get 1 pick, Kyle gets 1 headshot, it's really strong for them to go into a 5v4 with the ult advantage.
Well, here comes Dixon using that ultimate, trying to get as many people as possible. But in the meantime, the Alton Bio have lost 2 of their members. And they're going to have to try and get back into the point quickly. So Nita using the Kitsune Rush as quickly as they can just before they fall. Dixon, Jim, they've fallen though in the meantime. And now Alton Bio only have 1 member on point. Vestige used the Blossom, who was not able to find anyone. And that is going to be the first round towards Nunez Nation.
So it's just unfortunate there. We saw Alton Bio had the ult advantage, but they just got picked off. Really strong positioning by Nunez Nation, getting picks before they were able to either cross the bridge or go along the edge of the map through the safe little corridors.
Yeah, really well played from Nunez Nation indeed. Alton Bio definitely want to get this round for sure. You know, Nunez Nation already have an entire map under their belt. Alton Bio desperately want this game here because they don't want to get out of this competition. It is only a single elimination bracket. If they lose this game, they are out. While Nunez Nation sitting kind of healthily, not super stressed, have both 1 map and a round ready for them to potentially win this series.
Yeah, so we're going to see the teams going straight in here. Dr. Meme getting a pick off the bat. Junkrat on control center, very strong pick, just spamming these corridors. They're really able to just push the advantage here with that opening pick, and we're going to assume to see them just take this fight with these men.
I do think that it might be quite easy for them, though. Actually, Dixon might have some words to say to you, Bevan, because they just took down China, going a little bit more aggressive, trying to take down Snell, so getting extremely low. The healers, sorry, the supporters are doing their absolute best to keep this Snell alive, but no, it is not enough. And Visage takes them out, now going after their supports. This Transcendent Blades, first into falls in Nita, though. Slippery little fog will fall as well. China falls, and now it's Alton Bio's point.
Yeah, really cannot be underestimating them like that. They lost 1 person just off the bat, went in, played safe for the 4v5, and just returned picks. Very well played by Alton Bio there. Now they control the point. They've got that Orisa, very strong, especially into that team comp. Can really help deny Junkrat, but we're seeing Riptide come out here.
Oh, that was a very interesting interaction there. Kyle trying to hack the Dr. Beam before the tire comes out, but unfortunately just a bit faster and Kyle will be taken out. But in the meantime, on the point, Dixon using their Orisa, who's already gotten it. Now coming out as a Dixon to try and keep them up. Barrage coming out as well. They're doing that. Alton Bio wants this point. They want to keep, they want to stay in the tournament. They want to stay in this game. They need this round. They need this fight. And now China falls. Nunez Nation are forced back into their spawn.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of ults coming up from Alton Bio. We're seeing the Nano Boost, the Barrier Barrage, the Horse ult, I forget what this ult is called, Terra Surge. 3 ultimates, but as we saw, Kyle dying at the start of Riptide, not only does that get Riptide out, but it puts them in a disadvantaged situation, so they have to use this ult.
Well, here comes one of those ultimates we were just talking about, Snell with the Rampage, getting quite a few of the members. Embassy, CD Cat, both fall. Kyle, Jif extremely low. Kyle did pop their ultimate, their Moira, trying to get to stay alive, and they may be alive for a little bit longer, but Dixon has fallen. Now, Jif may have survived, but the point flips over to Nunez Nation. 87% isn't too bad, though, for Alton Bio.
Yeah, Alton Bio have been playing this really well. They're coming up on that Pharaoh Rocket Barrage again as well, so 3 ultimates to push in here. We are going to see a Riptide coming out soon, though, and as we've seen previously in this tournament, Riptides, they've been very dead with so far.
Well, yeah, if you get one of those zip ties to the face, you are in fact dead indeed. And then Dixon here trying to go onto the point. Out comes the big drop from Zenitto, but that's not going to be enough because look at Dixon trying to get everyone off the point successfully as Dr. Meme gets one, trying to get another, going for more kills as Ultim Bio are not actually able to get the point. Dixon, despite the ult usage, despite the EMP as well, despite all these ults Ultim Bio used, are not able to retake the point.
Yeah, we saw 3 ults coming out from Nunez Nation compared to the 2 on Ultim Bio. They countered the EMP and the Terror Surge was countered by we got Venture's ultimate as well as Sound Beat from Lucia and also Mercy's Valkyrie.
Yeah, a lot of
It's really coming up in Ultim Bio's favor now in this final fight that we're getting to.
oh yes, it is. But what happens there? The teams have traded one support each, but the time is ticking. It's currently 81, 82%. This could go either way. Ultim Bio need to win this round. If they don't win this round, they are out of the tournament. Out comes Investige Milan, getting consent in place. But no, Investige will fall too. But Snell, the tank, has been taken out with also their Rampage ultimate. And so has Dr. Meme been taken out, and Ultim Bio able to hold this point 88, 90%. One more fight for both teams. Nunez Nation with 2 ultimates available. CD Cat and Jim also have the support ultimate for Ultim Bio, but China is getting extremely low. Can they even touch this point? No! Everything takes them out. Here comes the Rampage. Can't get killed if you are anti, but the anti does so much work from onto Snell, and now Ultim Bio are definitely so close to winning this round and staying in this tournament. Out comes Dixon's ultimate to try and get them off the point, but no, Dixon falls to Dr. Meme. But no, finally, Embassy takes down 2. But what is going on? Is that a mercy kill in the kill feed? But they also fall, and oh, it's going back and forth. This is one of the longest fights we've had, and we're going to be trying to get one more touch in. No, it's going to be Ultim Bio's round.
We just saw ults everywhere. Picks back and forth. Ultim Bio really fighting tooth and nail just to stay in the game at this point, and they come out victorious, taking it to map 3 for this Lijiang Tower game. That's
What
complete and utter match point.
Yeah, this is very, very close. Ultim Bio, they are still only... I mean, Nunez Nation is still only 1 round away from taking this entire series. But Ultim Bio are definitely hanging on. A 99 base... It was 98% technically, not 99.99. But 98, 100% is a very close round. Ooh, is this a Reinhardt v Reinhardt here, Bevis?
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing a Ryan v Ryan. They do have the Symmetra strat teleport from Team Ultim Bio compared to running the Widowmaker from China. You're gonna see a cheeky pick or 2 here. That could be very high value. If not, Ultim Bio got such a stronger draw comp.
Well, Dr. Meme taking the first pick here onto Vestige. A bit of a, I think, dogfight, as you were calling it before. Ooh, Chana on the Widow, taking down Kyle. The point hasn't been collected by anyone yet, but it looks like it's going to be falling in the favor of Nunez as they've taken down 2. But no, Ultim Bio having the player advantage on the point does take it. But I don't know how long they'll be able to hold it, as look at the damage coming out here. Onto the team of Ultim Bio. Dixon really loves it. So is now Embassy doing their best on the far. Dixon winning that Reinhardt battle. Dr. Meme taking down 2. It's going back and forth. And oh, I don't really know if Ultim Bio are able to hold on, as once again Dr. Meme wins that aerial battle between the 2 farmers. And now it's just Dixon on the point alongside. Oop, nope, that was just Dixon only, and they're gonna be able to flip the point.
Yeah, very strong, very well played by Ultim Bio. They lost Farah right off the bat with the first fight, and then just Kyle getting headshot by Widow, but even then they managed to cap the point and hold it, stalling their lives with the numbers disadvantage, and then eventually coming out of that fight with 32%.
32%, and look at all the ultimates available as well here. There's a couple available for Nunez Nation, but Ultim Bio is not very far behind. They do also have the both shatters available. Snell, Dixon, very worried about this shatter. They're watching and each other very clearly and carefully, but out comes the TP and the massive shatter coming out from Dixon. But I don't think that that's enough because of Barrage coming up from Dr. Meme. Takes Dixon out. Res though from as well means that they stay alive. Now comes Prestige. Barrage as well. And getting a 3-piece with that Nano 4-piece. And Prestige emoting in celebration.
There's a massive shatter from Dixon at the start of that fight, however, he just instantly melted to the barrage from Dr. Meme. As we saw that, just traded back. Prestige just cleaning up, managing to take down the barraging enemy Vara. And then just getting nanoed, doing so much damage to shot, managing to savor that Vara. In a very advantageous position here now.
As you mentioned, Snell also once again has that shatter. Doesn't manage to land on anyone though, but Snell, for their efforts, gets extremely low. Baptiste Lamp though does help them out a tiny little bit. Jip in the meantime has fallen. Eunice Nation doing quite a big job here. Dr. Meme especially on this Pharah, putting on an absolute masterclass, going in for another kill. Well, they will be able to escape just in time. But look at the space that Nunes Nation has made. We have Prestige on 10 HP on point, just able to survive, but Jif falls, Prestige falls, and the point falls to Nunes Nation. But no, there is a Nano coming. Wait, there's Snell coming out here with a lot of damage. Now, yes, Nunes Nation finally get the point.
Yeah, so Nunes Nation, they've got the point now. They've also got their ults coming up now. They're just 10% away from getting their Guardian Angel, the Valkyrie for Mercy. They do have Baptiste, Amplification Matrix, and almost have Rocket Barrage again for the choke. They do have to use these ults smartly and kind of ration them out a little bit, because they've got maybe 2 or 3 fights to hold this point for. While Ult and Bio, they only need 1 fight, they've won the point. And the game.
So true, this is the final round in this map too, but Dixon with a massive charge takes down Zangief, who did use the window, yes, but I don't know if there's enough as the barrage from Vestige come out. So does the wall from Kyle. All the ultimates are used, except CD Cats do get taken down on 99%, but it's overtime. Odin Bio has the point, and they are going to do their best to keep it as Kyle takes down Transcendent Blade, and Nunes Nation are trying their best to get onto point to touch, to stall as long as possible. Odin Bio win map 2.
It's absolutely beautifully played by Ult and Bio there. We saw a huge pick from Dixon right off the bat, and they managed to secure the point and take it to a map 3. Game 3.
Yes, we are heading to Paris, Baptiste. Have you been to Paris before?
I have not. It'd be wonderful to go there. I have seen Dixon, mate. Seen pictures of him there.
Ooh. Maybe that's why we are going to Paris for our 3rd map. Dixon, who has been to Paris, may be on an advantage knowing Paris.
He's been practicing
Being a
scouting
bit
the map.
silly. Yes, that's the main reason why he went to Paris, right? To scout what it's like to be in Paris and bring that knowledge here into Overwatch, into this 3rd map, into the final game here between Nunes Nation and Ultin Bio. Whoever wins this game will be moving forward in our single elimination tournament, and whoever loses will be eliminated. And also, chat, reminder, we have one amazing sponsor here, who is, of course, Quokka Mousepad. And they have gifted us 6 amazing $50 vouchers for you guys to enjoy. We will be giving away one of those vouchers right after this final game. Every series we play on stream, we will be giving one away, and we are so close to crowning the victor of this series, Nunes Nation and Ultin Bio. Now, Beppis, we mentioned this earlier. Nunes Nation had a 3-0 score coming into this tournament, coming from yesterday, and Ultin Bio had a 0-3. Is this how you expected the games to go?
Well, looking at it on paper, you'd kind of look and be like, oh, Nunes Nation 3-0, Ultin Bio 0-3. You would typically expect that to go to a 2-0 victory to Nunes Nation, but Ultin Bio are putting up a really good fight here. And taking it to map 3, Paris? I can't wait to see this. I expect to see, like, I can't even remember what the strategies were. It's been that long for Paris, so with one less player, we're going to see maybe some Pharahs flying over the top left on first point attack. Maybe teleport strat? It's really just up in the air.
Yeah, it is up in the air. Paris is the final map for Nunes Nation and Ultin Bio, and Ooh, the lineup of these two teams. Look, I also personally did come into this thinking that Nunes Nation kind of had this game in the bag, and I think maybe Oten Bio heard my inner thoughts here, judging from the games from yesterday, and decided no, we are here and we can win this game, and we can actually take it all. And well, Paris is that final map. We may teams are ready, so we may go into the games really soon. But I know we might have an ad going on at the moment, so if you guys are getting an ad, we love you. We do. But make sure you guys stick around, because after this game, we will be doing that giveaway. From a $50 Quokka mouse pad. Now, Peppers, what would you put on your custom mouse pad?
If you had my custom mouse pad, I'm not sure, to be honest. I think maybe something nice, like a picture of Widowmaker, you know? Remind me where I've come from, the Qs playing Widowmaker. Favorite character.
Yep. Widowmaker is a wonderful hero that Overwatch has. And I do see where you're coming from. I think for me personally, I think I might want something to do with my cat, because I love my cat personally. But here we go. We are ready to go in game. Paris, the city of love. You know, maybe what ends up happening, Bethis, is instead of fighting it out, maybe Nunes Nation and Oten Bio just fall in love and become friends.
Yeah, it's wonderful to see these old maps coming back. Like I said, yesterday we saw Horizon Winter Colony. Personally, that was my first time seeing that in years. So I did happen to say at least it wasn't Paris when giving an interview yesterday, but here we are. Now it is Paris.
Well, I have a controversial question for you, Beppis. Do you prefer 2CP or push?
I am definitely on team push. It's so much more fun to me. Just you get in there, it's a 10-minute timer, you're out in 10 minutes, so even if you don't enjoy the game, it's nice and quick.
Yeah, you're not gonna go to like 6-6 or something ridiculous like that. Well, here on Paris, that might be what we see. First, objective A. Here, they're gonna have to try and get onto this point really quickly, and then they may be stuck on objective B for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, we are seeing Dixon coming out here with M Vestige on the tank. So Dixon is playing Symmetra here, looking to teleport the point.
Well, what a massive gameplay coming out here from Nunes Nation, being aggressive and super fast, able to defend their point. Despite this, Oten Bio have gotten a tick and a half already.
Yeah, very strong. They do all happen to die there, but a tick and a half, that's solid progress. Like, do it 2 more times and you get the point.
Yep, exactly, 2 more times in 3 minutes only as well, but it's going to be quite hard for Nunes Nation to push with, of course, Oten Bio to push with such strong damage coming up from Zenyatta on the Bastion, but Snell as well, nothing to stop that takedown. Jif, Dixon also falls, and Kyle, extremely low, manages to just survive, and Vestige. Actually, something we want to talk about, Beppis, here is, did you notice M Vestige has now switched to the tank?
Yeah, we've seen the Dixon and the M Vestige switching roles here. Really just having a bit of fun going into it. Maybe M Vestige feels more comfortable on the hook here. We are seeing that they are attempting to teleport into Nunes Nation. Nunes Nation has a lot of damage to deal with that if they see where the teleporter is actually being placed. They've got damage boost, Ash, and the Bastion. That's so much just output.
That is so true, so much damage, and you can see the result of it as everybody is getting so much damage. Nearly lost their Mercy there from Kyle, who on the Sombra does hack them from behind, but the team collaborates together, keeps them up, and so much damage. Zenyatta taking out Jip and CD Cat. Transcendence Blade here does use the Graviflux, and Snell uses the Bob. 2 ultimates used for Nunes Nation, and Oten Bio are slowly gathering, collecting a lot of their ults. Oh, and no, they are switching their tank and one of their DPS.
Yeah, we're seeing the Genji coming out now from Dixon here. I think he's looking to try and counter the Zenyatta. The damage boost is Bastion doing a lot of damage. If you can get in his face and deflect while Mauga goes up there, closes that distance, could be a good way of dealing with them. They do have to look out for a lot though. There is a lot of obstacles for them to get close and close that distance.
A lot of obstacles and of course that shield as well. But here comes Dixon trying to take out this annoying Testy Zenyatta. But massive EMP from Kyle does just stop the lad from doing his job. Transcendent Blade's really low, so is Snell, but Snell is the one that's taken out. And this could be Odin Bio's round fight that they need to win. But the Resurrect onto Zenyatta. Zenyatta pop it up, getting one, getting two. The damage boost from this Messi is so strong. Out comes the ult, ulting on point everywhere. But Ember Siege takes both Chana and Zenyatta down. Finally, Odin Bio are able to get point A.
That is an absolutely commendable effort there coming up from Zenyatta and Chana. A massive res, killing almost the entire team there. But the flank by just Kyle, EMP, hitting I think 4 of Nunez's Nation's players. Absolutely massive, and it's going to take them into point 2. They're coming up on decent ult economy. They've got Blade and the Mauga cage coming up.
Oh.
So interesting. If they can get in there, Nunez Nation have no ultimates at all to fight back with if they can get in quickly and engage.
That is a good point. The cage could. What do you think about the combo? The combo cage and the blade. Is that going to be one of the combo that could win them this fight? Could win them this first round? Well, here comes the cage, and they aren't able to trap too many people except that tank, and the tank gets taken down into the Baby D.Va. Zenyatta though is backing up the team, and the Baby D.Va takes down Jif. It may Odin Bio have invested the cage, but no, the team is falling apart around them.
I do believe we just saw a Baby D.Va get 3 kills as well.
That's wow. Okay, Transcendent Blades, I am watching you.
Just goes to show she's still a threat when she's not in the mech.
And in the hands of Blades, absolutely very powerful indeed. That possibly was that Blades being able to get those 3 picks is possibly the way that they managed to win that fight despite losing that mech. But 2 minutes remaining, Odin Bio, this is 2CP. This is the horror that we experienced in Overwatch 1. Odin Bio currently experiencing and maybe able to get Nano Blade off as well as EMP for this next fight. Dixon will be taken out by Snell. A massive pick indeed. Transcendent Blade taking down one and Zenyatta taking another. Kinda might be a clean fight here for Nunez Nation.
As we're seeing now as well, after getting that big pick off the start, they haven't had to invest any of their ultimates. Now we're seeing Nunez Nation. 1.5 minutes left on the timer, and they're coming up on all 5 ultimates.
1.5 minutes on that timer. They're going very aggressive as well, pushing forward quite far closer to Odin Bio spawn. They are very confident. Out comes Zenyatta's ultimate. Doesn't find anyone with the Bastion. In the other hand, Odin Bio, 3 ultimates only to play with versus the 4 from Nunez Nation.
We are going to see that. We have Nanoblade coming up here, along with EMP from Odin Bio. Perhaps we might see all 3 used for one big combo. They do need to try and wipe the whole team to get a clean fight and capture this point. Because if they even leave 1 or 2 enemies alive on Nunez Nation, they can stall the point, and like you mentioned, 2CP, the spawn being that close, it'll be very hard for them to cap without a clean win one fight.
Completely agree. Only 30 seconds remaining. Kyle trying to do their best to take down Transcendent Blades on this D.Va, but oh, the D.Va is just so strong. Now taking down Kyle. Out comes Bob. Bob trying to stop them from touching point. Only 20 seconds left. They're not even getting anywhere near close as the D.Va back bomb takes down Jif and Dixon. They are nearly in their spawn, Beth. There's 8 seconds left, and Nunez Nation are not letting Odin Bio get even anywhere close. I mean, Kyle, invisible, will be able to touch. EMP comes out, gonna try their best. Does take down Chana, but where is the rest of Odin Bio? Are they able to touch in time? They're so far away. They're desperately trying to reach, but no. This is 2CP, and in 2CP, you only get 1 point.
Yeah, as we saw, Nunez Nation, having all 5 ultimates there, they really had the opportunity to just play really aggressively and hold far up, not even on the point, halfway towards the spawn of Odin Bio. As we saw, Odin Bio, they struggled a little bit to regroup there and just got staggered a little bit too hard. As we saw, they had 3 ultimates. Unfortunately, they couldn't Nano Blade. They had a Bob between the Genji and the Ana, so Ana could not have line of sight. And they just, unfortunately, just got crumbled by the positioning of Nunes Nation.
Well, this is the final map between these two teams. It is the first to 2, and we are on the third and final map. Each team here has one map for themselves. Now, Alton Bio were able to get that first point in this house into CP, which we haven't seen in a while. Nunes Nation now, they need to get, obviously, the first point and have to try and get, at minimum, just 1 tick on the second point.
Yeah, so we're seeing a little bit of a different comp coming out here from Nunes Nation on attack. We're going to be seeing a pocketed Echo, probably flying above and over the top left side of the first choke. And they're going for kind of a split sort of team comp. They've got a lot of Poker and a pocketed Echo, and then they've got maybe a Moira and a Reaper who might go down by themselves brawling, go on a flank maybe right side through choke. So it'll be interesting to see. Alton Bio, they still have that Symmetra, so they can hold aggressively and then teleport back to point when needed.
Yeah, that Symmetra could be the way they hold on to this point a little bit longer. But Nunes Nation quite aggressive. China getting down to 1 HP, manages to justify for Dixon. Also low, getting healed up by CDK here. Trying to stay alive. Look at Zenyatta on this Reaper, but no Kyle on the Symmetra does manage to keep them up, but the resurrect from China while Kyle falls. Now Ember Siege has fallen. This is not going well for Alton Bio. This may be a super fast point A takeover as all members of Alton Bio fall and all members of Nunes Nation take this point.
Yeah, it's very nicely played by Just Kyle there. He managed to take down Zenyatta as Symmetra, but unfortunately that resurrection comes through. They weren't able to cancel it or deny it. And then Zenyatta just trades back, killing 3. That damage boosted Reaper just really hard to deal with.
Well, 6 minutes on the clock, Peppers. I don't know. Do you think Nunes Nation is going to be able to take this right now? Or will Alton Bio be able to stall for all 6 minutes?
They do have a very good chance here. They have duplication on Echo here. They just duplicated Core Cassidy here.
They did,
Oh,
and
what a
Cal
damage
also
coming out.
does the wall as well to try and protect the team to stop them from advancing much further. And Siege also has the Orisa ultimate available. Dixon, every ultimate is available for Alton Bio as per their name, but is this going to be enough to keep the team up? Keep Nunes Nation from getting to the point. Out comes the Orisa getting China. Snell falls. So does Blaze and Dr. Meme. Very low. Maybe able to escape. No! Kyle chasing them down. Zenyatta though with the blossom gets 2 on point. It is so sweet. What happened? Who left the point alone? That was what? Did they? What percentage is that?
Very
Oh,
close got
oh
that point
my
there.
goodness. Ooh, I'm sure Alton Bio are breathing, like just breathing after that. I freaked out for them.
Yeah, we saw almost every ult come out from that fight as well, so both teams are on pretty even ground. The only advantage being Nunes Nation with China having Valkyrie here.
Well,
Very fair and even right now.
you're completely correct. The ultimates are fairly close, but the damage going down onto Jip is terrible because Zenyatta just took them out, and going for another Dixon fold is being, of course, the boosted by Mercy, going after the enemy Mercy, now going after another one. Snell does fall, but doesn't matter because Blaze and Zenyatta have taken the point, have taken the map, and have taken the series.
That's gonna be the victory going to Nunes Nation. As we saw, like, just very well played by their players throughout that whole fight. A dry fight, no ultimates, but they made it work. Very high value from flanks coming out from Zenyatta, especially with the damage boost on the Reaper. We're gonna see here, this was when he just almost killed that whole team right here, off the res.
Yeah, it was, I think, pretty well played from them, and Nunes Nation put up an amazing performance, but so did Alton Bio. We came into considering they did go 3-0 in the round robin stage yesterday, but today Alton Bio woke up and showed us how amazing they are as well. Alton Bio is led by Dixon, which is Disconnected Esports owner, content creator. Look at these score lines. Look how close each of them were. Nunes Nation take the first one, 2-1. Ultimate Power going 1-2. And finally, Nunes Nation taking the final map here. That is the first series done now, which does mean, drum roll time, we are going to be doing the giveaway. If you guys are here for the Quokka Mousepads giveaway, make sure you guys have entered, follow the instructions. We are giving away a $50 voucher from the one and only, the absolute amazing Quokka Mousepads. They are wonderful and sponsor a lot of our esports tournaments here in OCE, especially in our wonderful Overwatch community, and we appreciate them so much. And they are showing so much love to us by gifting us 6 vouchers. And we are giving away one after each series played here live on the stream. And I don't know how that's going to be run. I'm assuming the moderators will be doing that. No! So I just think Quokka Mousepads blushing in chat. No, you are amazing. You deserve all the praise. We love you so much. Huge. So I'm going to assume the moderators will take charge of that, and we will let you know the results in chat very soon. And I think, let me double see. Is there anything you'd like to talk about the game we just had here, Beppers, before we close and go to a break?
Honestly, as you said before, like, Nunes Nation, they went 3-0 in the seeding yesterday. Alton Bio, they went 0-3 in the seeding yesterday. So we went into this thinking, typically when you see a game like that, top seed versus bottom seed, 3-0 versus 0-3, you do expect a stomp. But as we expected, Nunes Nation did win in the end. It was a given, they had the stronger team. But Alton Bio, absolutely commendable effort. All the players played extremely well. You put up a really good fight. You managed showed adaptability from all of your players going in, swapping characters, adjusting to the circumstances, and yeah, be proud of your performance. Really well played from all of you.
Very well played. Congratulations to Tunas Nation, who will be moving further up in our tournament. We will be having Meowshree. Oh, did we have Meowshree and Can't Touch This being played during this game right now? Trying to understand what was happening. Okay, looks like we'll be having the third place game after this break. So we're going to a short break now. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you guys enter the giveaway. We will be running the giveaway during or after this break, but we'll see you guys soon. Welcome back. What a banger of a match to start us off with here on day 2 of the Disconnected Esports Creator Clash. We just saw Alton Bio verse it against I forgot their name. Peppers, help me out.
Nunez Nation.
Yes, Nunez Nation. And now though we are going to be visiting the 3rd place match between Alton Bio and Meowshy. But before we do, we have decided on an MVP in that game that we just had, and we believe it should go to Dr. Meme. Peppers, why did we choose Dr. Meme?
Honestly, looking at just his performance through these games, there was a lot of them dogfights going on, and Dr. Meme was just always
Look
in the
at
right
that.
position. He was getting a lot of the picks. And as you see in his replay, he picked up a 5k. You can't kill the whole team and not be commended for it. In fact, look at that, even a 6k.
Yes, a 6k for Dr. Meme, doing absolutely well, especially on this Lijiang Tower, especially on this Pharah. Very, very strong, and very powerful. Lots of damage being done by them, and also in this play as well. With that, of course, the damage Mercy beam. We can't count Transcendent Blades here on the Mercy out as well. Definitely supporting Dr. Meme as best as they can, but such good gameplay from Dr. Meme, and of course, Nunez Nation as a whole.
Very well played. Well done, Dr. Meme. Pat on the back.
I think that's all you get for MVP, just a pat on the back. But you know, you can brag for a little bit, you know, the next 2 minutes of fame. So with that, we are going to be going into the 2nd game of the day that we are streaming, Alton Bio versus Meowshy. This is the 3rd place match. So Meowshy did in fact lose to the team that they played off stream. They were versing Can't Touch This, which is the team that is owned? Sorry, is Zaz's Stacks team. Now Meowshy is the one and only Eshri's team. Let's have a look at Eshri here.
So we've
And
got
the lineup
Eshri
that
on
they have.
DPS here. Along with Exodus is the 2nd DPS. They've got a big strong player, Vortex on the tank. We saw these guys play yesterday. Just going over some fun facts about them. If anyone here remembered, Vortex went 1-13 in a night one time and still kept playing Overwatch. Very strong mental, leading the team as tank. The support lineup being Fluke and Flower Dragon. So
Yeah, really
they're
strong
gonna be in
lineup.
for a good game.
Yeah, for sure, indeed. And of course, they will be versing the team that we just saw, the one and only Alton Bio, led by Dixon. Now let's have one more look again at this team. I mean, Dixon on tour, but we didn't quite get to see this Torbjorn. What's going on, Dixon?
Yeah, we want to see some Torbjorn this game if you're on the DPS, Dixon.
Yeah, he did actually do DPS and brought out the Genji. Did a very good job on that, and Vestige instead going to tank. We'll see what happens in this game, whether or not they switch roles as well. But let's look at the map pool that we'll be having. The map pool, I believe, may have changed. Now we have Kingswell, which is another Reinhardt map to start us off with.
Yeah, we're gonna love seeing Kingsrow. Everyone loves Kingsrow. I mean, I think I can reasonably confidently say that Kingsrow is most people's favorite map from just my experience. And it's because of that Reinhardt. Reinhardt 1v1 straight through the first point.
Well,
Can't
yes.
wait to see it.
I am excited to see it too. I love Kingswell. I love the Reinhardts. The next map will be Surabasa, which is a flashpoint, followed by, if we get to it, Colosseo on the push. No 2CP here. We did ask you earlier, Peppers, if you prefer the push to the 2CP, and you definitely prefer the push. Now, what do you prefer to watch, push or 2CP? Are you happy we have a push map instead?
Honestly, I'm not too sure with that because 2CP, the nature of it, I hate to play it, but I love to watch it. There's so many chaotic fights with ults going off everywhere. It's really fun to watch, but for the players, I hope they enjoy push more. How about you? Do you think push is going to be a great watch?
I actually don't. I do like watching push. Personally, I usually pick the maps that I like based on the aesthetics and how pretty it is. So one of my favorite maps is actually Hanamura. And but now that we have that new map, Hanaoka, I'm a little bit happier now. But yeah, we have a wonderful lineup coming in for this game, this third place game between Alton Bio and Meowshree. But before we go into this game, of course, we have to give another shout out to our wonderful sponsor, Quokka Mousepad, the one and only OCE-based mousepad vendor that allows you to either purchase from a pre-made, pre-existing range or upload your own custom image to design your own mousepad. They have an array of different sizes and setups that suit your setup for yourself. So make sure you guys stay here because we will also be giving away one voucher after every streamed match. Now, we have just given away one today, and I believe it was Legacy Pro that won the voucher. Congratulations, Legacy Pro. Woo! If you also want to win, make sure you guys stay to the end of the entire stream because we are giving away 2 more vouchers. Now, we are ready to go into the game. First game is on King's Row. Reinhardt, I'm going to be hoping for Reinhardt here. Beppis, are you as well?
Yeah. I trust in Dixon running the Reinhardt. I've seen him do it before. I'm going to see him do it again. I really hope so. Like the Icon World, we saw him walking Reinhardt and then switch Winston. He baited us a little bit. I have my faith this time that we are going to see
Well,
that.
let's see. We are loading into the game here. And, oh, no? What is this? That does not look like Reinhardt's to me.
He's not even on tank. He's swapped. We're going to be seeing some Dixon on the Core Cassidy here, holding the front line.
Not as
Team
quick
captain.
as I used to be, but I'm still
Yeah,
Got
they-
a
fast as a
Symmetra.
gun
Oh,
in
never mind.
the
They've got a
New
soldier
West.
now.
Wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. Kyle is now the tank. Vortex is the tank, though, on Meowshree, which I believe we were expecting. But Alton Bio, I think they're just shuffling the tank roll around a little.
Yeah, they're taking turns at this point. We've seen M Vestige on tank, we've seen Dixon on tank, now it's Kyle's turn to shine. But we're seeing a very interesting matchup. Vortex is going for that Reinhardt, and it's going to be a Junker Queen versus Reinhardt matchup. Seeing a Widowmaker with damage boost on Meowshree as well. Very strong, can hold a lot of pressure here, especially against a team that doesn't have a shield to play behind.
Well, Vortex being taken out immediately, but Fluke, with that beautiful headshot onto CD Cat, gets their first pick onto Alton Bio. Though Meowshree does have that closer spawn, so Vortex is already back in the fight. Though Envisage does take down Ashri. The res comes through. They're gonna try and keep pushing, but Vortex, oh low, will be taken out once again by Kyle. Envisage, beautiful shot onto Exodus, who is playing the Widowmaker. And it's just back and forth, but no successful push coming in from Meowshree. Though, looks like the Fluke is trying to go for a bit of an angle up the top on getting high ground here on the point. And that does mean Vortex is able to push onto the point. Now they're going to start slowly capturing it. Where is Alton Bio? One of them is dead. Fluke taken out. Envisage, one tick. Now here comes Kyle, who is anti getting really low. Will be taken out, but not before Dixon also falls. The rest coming out onto Fluke means Meowshree have such a huge number advantage and will easily cap this point A.
As we saw there, coming after Meowshree, a lot of value from the Mercy there. High damage output from the damage boost, getting a lot of value, resurrecting teammates, I believe twice in that 1-4-1 fight. And as we saw, Fluke was able to just take the high ground behind him with that mobility of Surger and really terrorize them from a higher angle they couldn't deal with.
Interesting. Dixon uses the high noon in that little room, unable to pull it off and get anyone with it. He does get taken out. And now Kyle, though, will be getting revenge, taking down quite a few members of Meowshree in this tiny little room. And now it's a 1v1 battle between the tank, between Jungle Queen and Reinhardt, but Jungle Queen is the one that reigns supreme. Unsure, though, if Jiv, ruins the sanctity of the tank 1v1 battle there and helps out Kyle. But that will mean that Alton Bio can push the cart a tiny bit further. But look at the ultimates available here. There's all of the ultimates available. And wait, 3 of them used already. High Noon, Nano, Overclock, Valkyrie, everything except Shadow used. And Meowshree got to stop the payload. Push the payload a little bit further. I got a little bit confused at that. What a fight.
Yeah, Meowshree, like you said, using all 4 of their ultimates, the only one remaining being Vortex's Earthshatter. Alton Bio, they are going to have time to touch point here. That was not the final fight of the second point, so Alton Bayo coming back. They're almost at Maze Blizzard. They do have Jungle Queen's Rampage. They almost have, I mean, they have Nano Boost and they almost have Captivating Sun of Ilarion. So they have a lot of team wiping potential as long as they don't get hit by a massive shatter.
That is so true. So many options here available for ult and bio. As long as they use it correctly, they'll be able to stop them from capping this point. Here comes Captivating Sun you mentioned earlier. We're not sure how many people lands over Vortex. Out comes the Shadow, landing a massive. I don't know how many was that. Was that 4? Getting all 4 members, and now it's just one take. And Kyle, while taking down Vortex, that might not be enough. Trying to stop the payload. Cannot stop the payload. Meowshree getting point B.
There's an absolutely massive Earthshadow coming after Vortex. Unfortunately, they were not able to use the Nano Boost or the Maeve Wizard, which, if they had a Blizzard there with that Jungle Queen ult, that could have possibly won the fight for them in a second. Or they, at least they do still have them coming into this third point, but they actually have really good respawns since it's the start of the point now.
So true, Meowshree do, but Exodus getting the first pick of the CD Cat is beautiful Widow play coming through. Watching it for a little bit though, maybe what's the word? Jinxing it, but off screen, Exodus getting a couple of picks there. Kyle able to take Fluke out with the knife. Exodus getting one more pick. As I said, stop watching the Widow. They get massive picks. Vortex folding off the map, unfortunately, as Kyle gets one more pick on Eshri. Meowshree gonna stop here for a tiny bit to regroup.
Get it moving.
I think what we saw there was that knife that just pulled Fluke on Surgeon into the hole. The whole team following down there, resetting. A good reset. And they're going to go straight back into it. They do have Overclock here. Maybe we see a damage boosted Overclock. Maybe try to get some picks. They do have a lot better high ground control. No one on Alton Bayo can contest this high ground off of Meowshree.
That is so true. Meowshree has wonderful high ground and of course 3 ultimates available. Vortex with a massive hit onto Emvestige, opening this fight, starting it to, and pushing forward as well. First, here comes the Overclock. Getting Exodus though will be one to get Dixon. Also has the sights on everyone, knows where the Mercy is, knows when Emvestige is coming back to the battle. Unfortunately, is not actually coming back to the battle. CD Cat taken out by Fluke as well, and Meowshree very much dominating this fight and pushing the points. Only 5 meters left for Jim and Kyle trying to rescue the team with that amazing blizzard from Vestige finally getting to point, able to slow and stop this push for a little longer. 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah, there's a very solid hold. Unfortunately, Meowshree, they tried hard, they used multiple of their ults, they got a lot of space, they're right at that final push, but that's the hardest part of Kingsville, these final few meters. We are seeing Exodus getting a pick on Dixon here. Summer's advantage, maybe they can turn the tables, win a dry fight here, that's all they need.
Out comes the Shadow from Vortex, are able to pick up Kyle, but no, will instead take them both down. This may be though what they need potentially, as CD Cat also falls though down to Exodus on this Widow, and Meowshree are pushing the point, pushing it closer. Out comes all the other players though from Alton Bayo, who are slowly respawning. Of course, the Lucio trying to stall as best as they can, but will be taken out. Now it's Kyle who is anti. Now there's a Tracer. They're bringing out the stall heroes. They're doing their best, but my goodness, Exodus, Widow, they are definitely synonyms. 3 Ps for them.
Yeah, absolutely just cleaning up at the end on the Widow. 3 big picks.
0-3.
Interesting to see. Are the comps going to stay the same? Because they were doing really well in the comp there, Meowshree there. Like, they can easily run that into defense. The Sojourn, the Widowmaker, damage boost. It'd be interesting to see well, who's going to be the tank on Alton Bayo this time? Maybe they swap back to Dixon, or is it going to be just Kyle again? If so, are we going to see that Reinhardt come out?
Maybe they'll go to another tank again. Maybe they'll make CD Cat the tank. But my goodness, Exodus here on the Widow. 1 pick, going for another. You know, this Exodus really popped off here. But all of Meowshree's team did extremely well for sure.
Yeah, we see here, we saw Eshri doing a bit of damage on point as well. Really just keeping the point touched, holding the point. Exodus just sitting up high ground, uncontested, very strong positioning. There's 1 pick, there's 2 picks, and there's the third.
Well, that is going to be the first round. And now they're switching sides, of course. And Meowscarada here are on defense and Ultimate Bio here on attack. Ooh, how do you feel about this hero composition, Bethis?
Yeah, interested to see the Tracer from Fluke coming out here. I am also interested. We're seeing Vortex now on support playing the Lifeweaver, Eshri playing Sigma. So there's a bit of a tank switch on Team Meowscarada. We are seeing Dixon running Widowmaker still. We saw him running Widow a little bit towards the end, third point on when they were playing attack. So.
Yeah, I think they maybe Dixon trying to contest Exodus, but Exodus super sharp, getting Dixon instead. Exodus now trying to get another pick, not quite able to land it. In the meantime, Fluke are getting CD Cat. So Ultimate Bio one player less right now, and Dixon switching off Widow to Soldier.
Yeah, the Soldier a lot more consistent damage there. Maybe avoid any horrible situations if he gets Fluke on him as the Tracer versus Widowmaker. We are seeing this Deep of Reaper as well, so that's a lot of damage if they can get close to Team Meowscarada.
Well, Meowscarada here with the Exodus, being able to pick off CD Cat earlier. Now Emvestige is the one to fall. Dixon falls as well. No DPS available for the side of Ultin Bio. And Eshri here trying to do the best to stay alive while getting harassed here by Jif and Kyle. But is this going to be enough? This actually surprisingly enough to push them all the way away from point. Despite losing both the DPS earlier, the Jif is finally going to be falling to Eshri here. Kyle trying to do the best to survive. Doesn't have any supports with them. Will be taken down. And Ultimate Bio not able to get one tick just yet. Sticky bomb onto CD Cat though. Forces Ultimate Bio so far back into their spawn.
Eshri really just holding a lot of space here. Just stopping Ultimate Bio from clustering up. Holding the job very efficiently.
Out comes the Resurrect though, but in return loses their life. Flower Dragon goes down. This may be though kind of the opportunity Ultimate Bio need. They've got Jif yet chasing after, trying to get into the point, but Kyle has Rampage available, goes huge, gets a couple of people. Vortex trying to bring out the Tree of Life to keep everyone alive. The Blossom coming up from Embassy doesn't find anyone except the tree. Eshri though, it has fallen. The tank of Meowscarada down, and Exodus extremely low, forced so far back. While Flower Dragon, the support, has been taken out as well as Fluke. Ultin Bio, 2 ticks on their way to their third.
And there's Ultimate Bio securing the objective. They've got 4 minutes in the time bank, which is a nice, healthy amount of time to work with. They do have Exodus on Widowmaker watching that choke, but taking down Dixon right off the bat.
Couple of ultimates being used right off the bat, including Eshri's Grab Flux. On the other hand, Exodus still popping off on that Widow. Flower Dragon was taken down as well. But the payload is slowly being escorted. Emvestige getting a little bit low, being pushed up a little bit far, and Fluke will be the one to flank and take them out. Okay, that might be a Mercy by themselves, looking for the stick. Fluke does miss. Now the Valkyrie is being forced to be popped by CD Cat to keep themselves alive. But CD Cat is just the better DPS, taking out Fluke.
CD Cat taking down Tracer, absolutely massive. We're seeing Widow, which Widow was that? It was Exodus, ulting in spawn, giving vision to their team. You can see the ult advantage is definitely in Ultimate Bio's favor. Like, the only ultimate really is Coalescence, but that can be very strong in a brawl.
Yeah, the brawl is strong with Coalescence Duke. And pops it, trying to keep CD Cat and Kyle alive, but CD Cat's so low, so is Kyle. But Dixon is able to take Exodus. That is scary Widow down. Now 2 more fall from the side of Meowscarada. And 2-player advantage for them. Dixon getting Flower Dragon. This is going to be a pretty smooth push, but will they be able to cap before Meowscarada come back?
Yeah, that's really well played by Ultimate Bio. Like, with the Coalescence as the only ultimate, they got a lot of value out of it.
Ooh, Exodus has an angle onto where the payload is, and that has stalled enough time for the rest of Meowscarada to get onto point. Out comes the Bryson, but it was immediately headshotted by Exodus. Blossom tries to do them as much work as possible, taking down Vortex, but is immediately resurrected by Flower Dragon. The tree is still alive, but stuck onto Investige, but breaks away into safety. Lots of ultimates being used. Now there's Kyle's available. Is Kyle gonna pop it? Yes! Goes on top of Estuary and Vortex. The Anti and the Breeze doing a little bit of damage for Exodus. So much terror from afar. Investige, CD Cat, both. Exodus holding the gate, stopping Ult and Bio from pushing this cart any further. Kyle doing their best to try and stay on point to stay alive, but their headshots coming out from Exodus. 1, 2, 3 kills in this fight. And now Estuary playing cleanup, chasing down Jiff and the soldiers. Dixon, mate, who may actually be able to get back to point, but probably won't be able to survive.
Yeah, absolutely amazing gameplay coming out from Exodus here. The last player alive managed to pick up 2 picks on that point there, saving the point, letting Vortex get there, put his tree down, and save the point. A very strong hold from Yashri. And now on Bio, they're looking kind of in trouble here. They're at the ultimate disadvantage, and they need to be winning these next fights. Only 45 seconds left on the clock.
Well, somehow Ultimate did manage to get 2 picks there. Flower Dragon and Fluke, they may have been a little bit aggressive with it, trying to do a flank, and now it's a 3v5 fight coming through. They are, Miyashiro is able to touch to try and solve for a little bit longer, but Vortex will immediately fall, and now it's just the tank here on point. I don't know if Exodus can touch either, as Estuary is extremely low and will fall. No, Exodus will have to try and escape as quickly as possible as the payload has reached the next objective, and well, it's kind of a bit of aggression coming from Investige, trying to do Blossom get people, but no, we'll be surviving.
We saw Exodus there taking down CD Cat out of the Valkyrie as well while escaping there. We did see Investige had enough, hitting his ultimate, trying to take down that annoying duo. Now everybody's just going down the hole, and there must be a party going on down there.
I wasn't sure if they were trying to reset or something, but
Exodus needs to join in, heading over there.
Oh yeah, Exodus does it too. Well, this is the best part, of course, about creator clashes. It is a little bit of a fun show. They are currently fighting for 3rd place here between Yashri and Ult in Bio. So while they are both sort of knocked out of the tournament, they are, you know, wanting to get that 3rd place, and whoever loses moves, I guess, to 4th place. But Ult and Bio have started to start this fight once again. Ultimates, a couple of them available. Fluke now on the Cassidy, gets the headshot onto Dixon, beautifully taking them down. 4v5. Sorry, I mixed that up. Fluke now on Cassidy will be taking down Dixon, and CD Cat will also fall to once again Exodus, who is popping off. Kyle taking down 1, but Exodus taking down 2. It's back and forth. Fluke also, these hit scan players from Yashri, absolutely scary.
Yeah, they're getting so much value out of Exodus on the Widow there. Taking down, I believe, taking down Vestige on Pharah off the bat, then getting a huge pick on Jiff, taking out both the Pharah and the Moira. Well, Fluke's just in there on Cole, getting high value. Going down here, but taking down 2 enemies with him.
Well, it's overtime, and I do have 2 members of Ult and Bio on point. Well, the rest of Yashri, where are they? Estuary is trying to get to touch the point, but so slow. Will not be able to touch in time. So while Yashri are having a lot of fun out near the spawn, Ult and Bio are able to cap.
3-3.
Yeah, they were a little bit eager chasing into the spawn, but we're going to be seeing this going into overtime. Yashri have got 1 minute, 21 seconds to get 1 single tick, because they are the sole attackers in overtime here. So it's either coming down to a tied game or coming down to a victory from Yashri at this point. Can Ult and Bio hold them for that time?
Well, we may have a tied game. I don't think we have a tiebreaker available if it ever comes down to it. But this is the first game in the best of 3 here. After this, we will be visiting, I think, Colosseum? No, Colossio. And, no, my memory is not the best. I'm sorry. But Ult and Bio and Yashri doing quite a good job so far. And as you mentioned, Yashri have the opportunity to win, but not lose.
Yeah, we are just seeing the replays here. Exodus was doing absolute work there. Just overall great teamwork from Team Yashri. Now, can they keep it up? Can they roll the point in this 1 minute 20 seconds? We're about to find out. Eshri still on the tank, locking in Doomfist this time.
Ooh.
4, 3,
We are seeing a swap to the Torbjorn. Maybe might see a cheeky little hammer kill.
Possibly.
At this point, they're doing a Torbjorn 1v1 for
Oh
the victory.
no, they might be. I think everyone is being very respectful. Looks like they're going over onto the point. Everyone is sitting down on the point except for the Torbjorns. I think the rest of the
Boxing ring at this
members.
point.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, the members of Meowshrey also sit.
60
And
seconds
now
remaining.
Fluke and Investige. Are they waiting for the time to tick over maybe before they start this 1v1? It does feel like this is a Torb 1v1. Everyone here giving a little bit of a ring for them, and here it begins. Oh, but no, Fluke is the first one to fall. It looks like someone may have destroyed the sanctity of this 1v1 battle, and everyone now is exploding in chaos as Meowshrey doing so much more damage to Ultim Bio. 2 players have fallen, and Kyle doing their best to stay alive to try and keep the keep everyone alive. But Exodus from afar with that beautiful headshot take Kyle down. Jif now the one in the sights of the Widow falls down, and Dixon also falls. Meowshrey with a couple of seconds left will be able to cap and win this first game.
Yeah, we see the victory go to Meowshrey there. I'm not too sure what happened with that Torbjorn 1v1, but someone just got a little bit of TNC, pulled the trigger, and we saw it just slip into complete chaos there. Play the game going to Exodus. We're going to be seeing some insane shots from him coming out. Let's see him right here.
Is this the 3-piece? I think it is the 3-piece. 1, 2, and 3.
Securing the fight for the overtime, capping that point.
Well, that was the first game between Ultim Bio and Meowshrey. Now the second map will be. I'd love to have the map pull up because I have such really bad
Second map
memory.
is Surabasa.
Oh, okay,
We've
it
got
was Surabasa.
Surabasa.
Colosseum was the third map. Right, of course. So we just had Kingsville going to Meowshrey. It was a very, very, very close game though, Beppis. Surabasa, what do you expect to see here on Surabasa?
Honestly, at this point, I am not too sure. We've seen many different picks from both teams now. We've seen, over the past couple games, we've seen Dixon, we've seen Vestige, we've seen Kyle. They're taking turns trading with tanks, so we're not sure who is going to be playing tank for them this game coming up. Although for Team Meowshrey as well, like we've also seen them swap between tank. Vortex and Eshri swapping tank and support. I do think one thing's for certain, we're going to be seeing Exodus on the Widowmaker.
Yes, Exodus on the Widowmaker, very, very strong, popping off quite well. Oh my goodness, I would love to see that Widowmaker once again. But let's have a look at a couple of these replays once again to see how this game we just saw went. This may have been the Torb 1v1 here at the end. A little bit of silly shenanigans going on. Chaos galore. But Meowshrey did take that final victory.
Yeah, we're not too sure what happened, but we can analyze the replay and see who decided to ruin the sanctity of that little Torbjorn duel.
Really well played though from the tanks as well. Vortex with the pins trying to keep Kyle under lock, but Exodus, the star for sure of Meowshrey for this round. Let's see whether or not they keep being the star as they go to Surabasa. I believe the teams though are ready for us to go into Surabasa soon. What do you expect to see in Surabasa, Beppis?
Like I said before, I would love to see just more Reinhardt. More Reinhardt, more Reinhardt, more Reinhardt. We haven't seen enough Reinhardt tonight, and it's honestly a little saddening. We do love just, you know, Reinhardt was your Cole Cassidy, Reaper. We are probably going to see some flying characters as well. Surabasa, very strong for Pharah Mercy, very strong for Echo, maybe even some Tracer, some flank characters.
Well, we won't have to wait much longer. We are ready to go into the game, ready to see what they are going to be playing. And, well, let's hope we do see this Rhino. Let's hope we do see these flying characters here on Surabasa. Survasa here is a gorgeous, gorgeous map. And as our wonderful observers are showing us and giving us a beautiful fly through, look at all the infrastructure and everything. I've never personally been to Survasa or anywhere near there, but I would love to visit one day.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful architecture. The scenery is nice and green everywhere as well. It's a very beautiful map.
5, 4,
As you can see, we're about to load in. We're still waiting on Dixon and Prestige to pick a character. We do see just Kyle is going to be on tank again, coming out with that Junker Queen. They've got a lot of damage on Team Alt and Bayer, running the Illari support and the Kiriko support on Dixon. So we've seen Dixon play all 3 roles now. He's had his turn on tank, had his turn on DPS, he's gone, that's it, time to support my team as captain. We are seeing Team Yashri. Vortex is on support now, with Eshri also back to support. They're now running Luke on the tank.
Well, Prestige is going to be opening this fight out with a kill onto Flower Dragon. Actually getting a little bit low, but we'll be able to survive Prestige. Also really low. Kyle doing the absolute best to stay alive, to do a lot of damage. Is going to stay alive and take down Fluke. What a battle between the two tanks. And of course, being supported by the team around them. Odin Bio doing a little bit stronger, a little bit better. And we'll be able to take this point back from Yasha, who did sneak it to 20%.
But before we did say as well, we thought we'd see Exodus on the Widowmaker now, but we're seeing Exodus Tracer now. Getting a lot of value, flanking with Eshri.
And a lot of value as Flower Dragon takes down 2. And they're going to come back now with a little bit more of an advantage. Fluke pushing the charge, but Flower Dragon is going to be taken up by Kyle, and Fluke is going to just look as well. He supports, and Vortex will also fall. Ultim Bio holding quite a strong hold on this first point.
Yeah, Alton Bayer playing that very well, very strong. They're coming up with multiple of their ultimates now. They almost have Pulse Bomb. They do have Junker Queen's Rampage. Tracers finding each other. One acting friendly, one not so friendly. However, they both get out with their lives. We're going to be seeing what's going to happen in this next fight. Now, Shri, if they can get a big pick with that Pulse Bomb, it's that all-white ult now, but it could lead them into a winning fight if they get a pick. If not, Alton Bayer have a lot of ults at their disposal here.
Yeah, 80%, 90%. Odin Bio definitely in control right now. Meowsha need to make a move to try and get closer to this point. But Kyle, with the Rampage available, goes so aggressive, getting quite a few people anti. But out comes the Sticky Bomb. You were just talking. Post Bomb takes down Vortex. CD Cat with the Sun as well, taking down Exodus. So many people are falling left on instead of a Fluke. Still alive, getting 2 of Ultim Bio, trying to keep the dream alive, and Meowsha to take this first wave in this flashpoint. Fluke still somehow alive, somehow although on extremely low health, will take down Jif, but now has to burst this Prestige, who does win the fight on 22 HP.
Yeah, it came down right to the nick of his health bar right there. 22 health remaining. Luke almost clutching up with the support of the Moira there, but unfortunately not quite enough. But going into this next point, there's a very strong ult advantage in Alt and Bio. They've got 2 of them ults in their bio, and that's Kiriko's Kitsune Rush and Bomb. So losing the fight here, the point's not open yet, but they're gonna have very strong recontesting and be able to retake the point very strong with Kitsune Rush.
Kitsune Rush is a very... Ooh. Is Flower Dragon okay? Oh no, Flower Dragon! No, we miss you! Come back! Flower Dragon is gonna be toxically, I will say it, eliminated by Jif, who doesn't respect the mild DC. Will get resurrected though. Out comes Bob from Jif. Fluke will fall in the meantime, but Kyle taking down Flower Dragon as well. Ultim Bio, as you mentioned, has a lot of ultimates available, and he's going to be very aggressively win this round.
Yeah, so they won that fight. Jif taking down a stood still Bastion. We're not sure what happened there, but they got the res off, but they're sending Bob in. Just huge value, winning the point off of 1 ultimate. They still have the advantage here. Prestige with Pulse Bomb. Zarya does have the option of bubbling it. They also have Suzu to protect it, so it might be hard to get a pick, but it's a very strong opener if they do.
Well, Fluke gets a little bit low there, but manages to survive. There is a Pulse Bomb you were just talking about. I think it was, in fact, bubbled by Fluke, but Exodus does fall to Prestige, popping off, and Kyle, here comes also, once again, that Kitsune Rush you mentioned that is extremely strong, pushing Odin Bio quite aggressively towards Meowshri's team and their spawn. all of them have to go back and reconvene. 72%, they don't have much time left. Already, Open Power have 1 point to their name. This may be the second, but Vortex on the Mercy does take down Investige, and will be going to try and touch that point. Valkyrie is available for them, but 94, 95%, are they able to touch? So many ultimates are being used. Captive Sun is used. Everything is used, but the point does in fact go to Ult in Bio. As the point has still been confirmed, though the fight is still going on. Resurrect onto Flower Dragon helps the team go a little bit further as Dixon does go to Exodus. Flower Dragon takes 1, Exodus takes 2 more.
It's a
So they win
very
the fight,
disgusting shot from
but-
Exodus there. Taking out Vestige with a nice flick to the head.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10
Seeing
seconds.
here, for this third point, they're all heading over. Yashri has got 2 very strong ultimates. Graviton Surge, sorry. Along with Kitsune Rush. That's a very strong combo. And they're going to get there as a stronger group thanks to that pick on Tracer there.
Yep, so true. They are a little bit stronger, just getting quite a lot of bit of damage being taken onto them. Out comes a very big stick from Investige. Fluke probably wasn't able to get that bubble in on time, but the Resurrect does come through. Kitsune Rush coming out from Eshri, and so is the Bob. Lots of ultimates coming through. Eshri getting 2, Fluke getting 1, Exodus getting 1, and that's the entire team.
That is the absolute power of Kitsune Rush and Bob right there. Like, the Bob in the Kitsune Rush absolutely just blasting away. That was a massive pick on the Bastion there. Flower Dragon going down to Vestige's Pulse Bomb. I think maybe a little bit too far away from Fluke to get bubbled, but in the end, it wasn't enough for them to win the fight. The 2 ultimates combined, Kitsune Rush, the whole team, they just got absolutely ran down. However, they are looking to be in a much more comfortable spot. Kyle at about 70%, he will be getting his Rampage soon, and they've already entered by putting Bob on point to capture them.
Yeah, it looks like Fluke here might have been trying to do a bit of a flank. Vortex getting the first pick here. Fluke doesn't grab available, just trying to capture a few. Flower Dragon raining down all the bullets and the missiles off from heaven, getting quite a few members. But I did lose a 1 member, Meowshree. Meowshree has taken every one from Ult in Bio.
We really saw a huge pick from Vortex off the start there, and followed up with just Flower Dragon doing so much damage on the Bastion.
Well, here comes the next fight. Fluke here popping off, being assisted, of course, by Flower Dragon, doing a lot of damage, taking down 3 members already. Out comes Rampage from Kyle, but I don't think that's enough. Jif falls as well. It's just Kyle by themselves on point. On overtime, though, Meowshree will win their first point here in Flashpoint.
Secure. Don't scream.
Yeah, they're still at match point. It still is only 1 more point for Ult and Bio to cap for them to take the victory here. The ultimates are looking more in the favor of Ult and Bio here. 90% towards Kitsune Rush, whereas Meowshree have used everything to secure that last point.
That is so true. A lot was used, and Investige very aggressively able to take down Fluke quite quickly. Point, though, still hasn't been unlocked. They still have 10 seconds left here.
10 seconds.
That is a massive pick though, to take down the tank right before the point opens. As long as they play around this Bastion Sentry form, they really do have a winning advantageous position here.
Kitsune Rush coming out from Dixon, but Jif being taken out before the fight even starts. Cloud Dragon taken out. Kyle, Investige getting 1 each. Fight going ever. The point does go towards Ult and Bio. CD Cat trying to getting 1, but Eshri getting another. It's trading back and forth. But Kyle and Ult and Bio, the rest of the team, are able to keep a hold on this point. Remember, Ult and Bio here on match point here for this map.
Yeah, that 1 pick they got on Nazaria right off the bat, killing Fluke really just saved them the point there. Now Fluke almost has grabbed. They have 4 ults going from Team Meowshree here. So they really are in the better position here. We're going to have to see Captivating Sun coming out from Ult Bio early, or else they're just going to lose the point without having a chance to fight back.
Kitsune Rush and Grab coming out in the turn. Captive Sun and the Wall coming out trying to protect. Ult and Bio to stop Meowshree from pushing on, but the charge, 98, 100 nearly on Meowshree, doing so much damage, and of course Exodus doing a lot and work as well, and they're going to be able to flip the point.
Yeah, we did see from Ult and Bio, they used Captivating Sun and Symmetra Wall. However, Meowshree, using all of their ultimates, they took the point, but all they have left is an upcoming Bastion Mortar Strike in 20%. and they have to hold this point because, you know, it's a flashpoint. 79%. It charges a lot quicker than other control points. That's 1-1 fight, and Alt and Bio are going to be taking this game.
Well, Oldham Bio definitely want to take this game. Meowshree already has one game under their belt. They have to take this game if they don't want 4th place. And huge grab coming out from Oldham Bio as the Flower Dragon with the Bastion. Gator takes down 2. Kyle, Jiff goes 1. Each Vortex getting 1 is back and forth. But Vortex with a triple keeps Meowshree in this map. Now, 80%. I don't think Oldham Bio are going to be able to touch.
Yeah, by the looks of it, this is going to be going to the 5th point on Flashpoint here. 5th point to the Batter. Oh, that was really well played by Meowshree. A massive ult for Bastion. Their only singular ultimate. They managed to take down 2 of the enemies with it. When typically it's not really that great of an ult. It's usually used for zoning people. And we also saw Fluke, a lot of charge, bringing it back for them, for the team. Kept alive by Vortex on Brigitte. Just unkillable, even through the EMP. Very well played.
Yeah, very well played indeed from both teams. But here we are, final point on this map. Kyle getting first pick, but traded out for Vestige. And they're gonna try and keep pushing on. And to the point that it is back and forth, and the ultimates are available. Split use the first one, the grab, trying to keep everyone together. CD Cats first one to fall Flowers, like getting extremely low, will be taken up, and Dixon falls in return, and Kyle does as well. But despite this, it looks like Oldham Bio are able to get the point as Meowshree do take Jiff down and retake the point.
Oldham Bio did get taken down in the end there. However, they capped. They got a cheeky little 10%. Something for their efforts. However, they are coming back. Just Kyle swapped to Orisa before that fight, and he's already got his ultimate in that singular fight, so we'll see how much value they can get there. Meowshree does hold the point. They hold a strong advantageous position. They have swapped the Bastion to Avenger. However, we'll see what else they're going to pull out here, because they can very strongly defend this.
Well, no ultimates have, no major ultimates I believe have been used, because I think that was just a clean fight from Oldham Bio.
Oldham Bio really just pushed in and took the point offensively, so it looks like Meowshree just decided to have a dry fight there, savor their ultimates for a recontest. They do have 3 ults right here. Eshree getting taken down, that's a massive stagger at this point.
Absolutely massive for the side of Oldham Bio. If they win this round, they will be staying in this game, in this series. Meowshree though, if they win this round, they will be able to claim 3rd place in this Disconnected Esports Creator Clash tournament. A lot of ultimates are available, as you mentioned earlier. First one to go is, of course, the Kyle ultimate on the Orisa. Being able to take down Fluke, but Exodus takes down 1 before this. More ultimates are being picked as Rally from Vortex comes out. The Blizzard from Jiff as well. Jiff being able to freeze quite a lot of members, including Eshree, who will be taking down Flower Dragon as well. Meowshree definitely want this point, definitely want to take this victory, but Oldham Bio able to stay in control.
Yeah, unfortunately there we saw Eshree dying with Kitsune Rush, which unfortunate stagger. There was just so many ultimates in play there as well. Overall, Oldham Bio, amazing, brilliant usages of ults. They open with Mail, they slowly used Orisa, and then they saved Captivating Stun for the end when everyone was frozen, so nothing could be done, no Suzu. Whole team was frozen, just exploding everywhere.
Yep, absolute gameplay coming out here from Oldham Bio. The first game did feel fairly close. The second game felt even closer. And what a massive Blizzard coming out here at the end to try to seal the deal for Oldham Bio.
Yeah, this site is reminding me of Overwatch 1 days. So much clutter on the screen. Mail, Symmetra Wall, turrets, Illari turrets. It's a throwback.
No, definitely indeed. A lot of chaos on that screen. But we do have that 3rd game coming up. What a massive gameplay from the first 2 games so far. We saw both of these teams fight it out on King's Row with Meowshree taking the victory just. Now onto Reversa, Oldham Bio just taking the victory. So we do head towards Colosseum, which is a push match and cannot be drawn.
Yes, this will be a very brilliant map to see. I mean, personally, I've seen a picture of Dixon, and he's visited Colosseum in real life, I believe.
wow.
So this could be another advantageous situation for Alton Bayer. He knows the ins and outs of Colosseo himself.
So true. We did think maybe they had the advantage on Paris, but also Coliseum may also have that advantage. But before we do get into this game, we must give another shout out to Quokka Mousepad, our sponsor for this tournament. They have provided us with 6 amazing $50 vouchers for you guys to enjoy in chat. So make sure you guys, if you guys are here, type ! giveaway into the chat for your chance to enter the draw. We are drawing one of these vouchers after every series. We have already drawn one, and the winner of that one from today was Legacy Pro. I believe we gave 3 out yesterday, and we have 2 more to give away. One is definitely going to be given after this game during the break between before our final game. So make sure you guys stick around for this and the last game. Now, hopefully, this game, I'm so excited. We might go the full distance, the whole 10 minutes. Hopefully we won't get a stump on this Colosseo match. Beppis, what do you expect these two teams to be playing here?
Well, personally with Colosseo, it's just been reworked at the start of the season, right? They've removed all of the glass along the side. They've added a few extra flank spots. So I haven't actually seen the map myself in game yet with the games I've played. I haven't had the pleasure of seeing the changes. However, how it plays, the first is still a long corridor. It is, you know, a very nice map for Widowmaker, and we know we've got a Widowmaker play here. I do think we might see Exodus pull it out for the first few fights at least, maybe. Might swap later on if it's not working, but with both these teams as well, we've seen a lot of flexibility. We've seen role swaps from both teams, whether that be the tank swapping to support, then playing DPS the next game after. So
True.
we've got a lot of flexibility. And I'm honestly excited to see who's playing which role and then which characters they're going to pick as well.
Well, let's see whether or not we are going to be getting that Widow. I agree with you. That Widow from that first game from Kingswell, absolutely deadly. Exodus, let's see whether or not you pick that Widow. Hopefully, I'm personally hoping for it because such a good Widow.
Yes, for sure. It'd be interesting. Just a few more seconds and we get the grand reveal of the team comps here.
Ready for
Oh,
battle.
Fluke.
We're going to have Fluke on the Widow here.
Cat.
At least we are going to see that Widow 1v1, which is a lot of fun. We're seeing a Ramatra coming out as well. That's the first time in this
exactly what I
tournament we're
would've
seeing a
said.
Ramatra.
All you're missing is the hat and cigar.
How do you feel about Lamatra here on Colosseo?
5,
I do think with Push being so reliant about holding the bot as well, Ramatra, very strong ultimate, very strong holding it. We are seeing that it's Vestige playing the Ramatra as well, so Dixon is back on the support here. We are seeing CD count on the Widow, so we're mixing it a bit up with the support. I think that's a 3-way switch. We've got a DPS to the tank, a tank to the support, and a support to the DPS. So the little triangle has been rotated there.
Well, Fluke here, looking for the other Widow, looking for CD Cat. It doesn't quite connect any shots just yet, but oh, Fluke does win that 1v1 battle between a CD Cat and Fluke. Going in for more, but oh, a bit too close. An Embassy punches Fluke in the face. Does get revived, but not before Jip also falls as well. This Embassy falls, and Alton and Meowstree are able to push very slightly forward.
Yeah, there's a very clean fight from Meowstree coming out there. And then really just taking advantage. You see them pushing up there, trying to hold as far forward as they can. Really still getting picks right now, keeping them in the spawn. Fluke just
This is going
getting
pretty
headshot
well.
after headshot.
Let's keep this lead.
After headshot.
Yeah, after headshot indeed. Fluke definitely being extremely oh my, okay, hang on
It
a
is not
minute.
ending.
Someone check this computer. Fluke, hello? Well, Jip has been able to get one pick now onto Eshri. I'm gonna get Vortex as well. We'll be able to get the res off though. That is hopefully what Alton Bao need to be able to push forward against this devastating Widow. Dixon on Lucio. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Is that a T-pose we're seeing? So they are able to use this opportunity to stop Meowstree in their tracks and take control of the robot.
And it was an absolutely devastating little segment of kills from Fluke there. I think, what was that, like 7 in a row maybe? But Alton Bayer have re-established, they've taken their space back. They're now pushing the point back and securing their positioning.
Yeah, they're doing absolutely well to secure the position here, but I don't know, is it going to be enough? As Emphasis gets a little bit low, does start breathing to get the heals up. He tries to protect the team, and I think may have been able to, but gets squashed for the efforts by Flower Dragon. Kyle, Jiff, Dixon, CD Cat, they all fall. And Meowshree back in charge of the robot.
Yeah, that was a huge hook, bringing the D.Va Bomb back into a safe area where he was saving his team. However, unfortunately, he got squished through it. We are seeing Exodus though positioning pretty far up, maybe looking for a flank on the Cassidy here. Going rather aggressively. We are seeing a lot of value from this hog as well. The switch from the Ramattra really helping them hold space and take picks, especially against D.Va. Just hooking and abusing her while she cannot use her defense matrix.
Really well played outcomes. Also the Valkyrie, I believe, from Vortex and the D.Va. No, that was, I think, the recall mech, but CD Cat does take them out instead. And Otenbao pushing forward, getting a bit closer to where Meowshree was able to push it. Exodus, though, using the High Noon, taking down CD Cat. Fluke also getting one. Ashray with the Zen Transcendence. Might be able to keep a few people alive, but not Fluke. Jiff, though, falls as well as his back and forth. But here comes a bit of a fight between the two tanks, but Emphasize gets quite low, discorded by Ashray.
Exodus just took out the Moira there and then just left to deal with the hog on the flank. Getting a lot of value on the tree here. We see Alton Bio have got 3 ultimates lined up. They've got Hog ult, they've got Moira Coalescence, and they've got Soundbeat coming up from Dixon on Lucia. So it'll be interesting to see how they enter this next fight here. Ashray picking up Jip, so there's a lot of back and forth going on already.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth, but it's going more back and forth as Vortex, who does manage to get the Resurrect. Will be taken out by Kyle quite aggressively. And the robot is stuck in the middle right now. But look at all the ultimates available for Odin Bio. But Investige doesn't need it. Hooking Ashray, taking them out. What is going on in the middle here?
Flower
Hang
Dragon's
on.
just sat there playing video games.
Aw, Flower Dragon, you're in a video game. Being able to, they are able to contest the point right now. So Flower Dragon isn't technically not doing that. Why is there so many T-poses around the place? Well, out goes Fluke from the
That is a
Misty.
massive res.
And a massive arrest from Vortex. Jip taking this opportunity to take down Flower Dragon and take control of the robot, pushing it further. I do believe our content creators are being a little bit silly at the moment, but we love to see it. We love to see them having fun.
Having a little bit of fun in this is the match deciding game as well, so it's very, very close right now. 32 meters to 36 meters, 5 minutes remaining.
5 minutes remaining.
Walk it back in.
And neither team have actually managed to get the throw spawn either, but so much fighting is happening. Coalescence is out. So is a Fluke and Baby D.Va taking down Jiff. And I think it's gonna go back into Meowshree's hands.
You see, Alton Bio, they've got the Hog and they've got EMP ready for this next fight coming up. However, Fluke has been taken down. Maybe they won't need to use ult yet. Just dry fight, push the bot a little. Both teams in need of regrouping here.
For sure, indeed, but Meowshree definitely winning a lot of these fights that are happening off the point. On the other hand, Alton Bao are definitely prioritizing the robot, pushing it forward, but Meowshree have it back in control. Investige does have the Hog ultimate available to try and push them off the point if they want to do that, but Exodus taking down Jiff does mean a bit of a disadvantage, but Kyle on the Zen taking down Fluke. It's going back and forth. CD Cat here on the Widow does manage to win the battle against the tank, but Baby D.Va and of course Mercy takes CD Cat in revenge.
They're gaining on us.
Yeah, it's an absolutely clean fight. They've got the bot control back, but now we're seeing Meowshree are pushing up, and they've got all these ultimates just stacked up. Out comes Pulsebomb taking out Dixon mid, and now countered by EMP, but we're seeing Meowshree having those 4 ults at their disposal. Are they able to win this fight still?
Well, they're trying their absolute best, and Embassy does manage to take down their tank, but not before they also fall. Now it's currently so close, only 3 3 meters separating them. Essentially, CDK getting fluke with a beautiful headshot. CDK extremely low for their efforts, but they are able to heal up. And now the point is swinging back and forth as there's now a Lucio on a point. Dixon trying to get this Vortex, this Mercy, who is staying alive on point, but has been discorded, but that's not going to be enough damage for them. 2.5 minutes left here. Bephis.
We're still at 34 to 36 meters. It's been a very close game this whole time. 2.5 minutes remaining. Yashri having only one single ultimate. They are coming up on Diva Bomb though, however.
Yeah, 2 possible
Fire have
ultimates.
transcended. They have 2 defensive ults on Ult and Fire, so they could really just run in there and just alternate between the two. Make sure they win those fights with those 2 defensives if they really wanted to take the lead here.
That is a very good point. Both Beat and Transcendence available. First comes the Beat. Not able to save everyone though, as Vestige still falls down to the Diva Bomb. Out comes, of course, Kyle's Transcendence. But High Noon from Exodus takes more players, and Meowshui win this fight.
Yeah, a lot of ults coming here. Both of those defensives used. As you said, unfortunately, Vestige, not saved by the Beat, managed to go down to the Diva Bomb from Flower Dragon. We are seeing though, however, Meowshui, no ultimates yet, but they're 10% away from having their own Transcendence, 20% from Pulse Bomb, and they're coming up on Valkyrie as well. They have a lot of potential to just get one pick and then snowball the numbers of them.
Well, Embassage getting that first pick onto Ashri, but the res was successful, but Jim taking down Vortex. Out comes the Transcendence from Ashri, so trying to keep the team alive, but look at the damage coming through onto that take. Transcendence means nothing to the damage from Ult and Bio. They are able to take down Ashri, able to destroy that mech, and also Baby Diva pushing the cart, pushing the robots back into neutral. Only a few meters, they only need to go a few meters. 1 minute left. And Odin and Bio pushing forward. Exodus getting able to take CD Cat out, but Fluke falls as well. Yashri back in control. It's going back and forth, Bephis.
CD. Oh, we just see Exodus left in the back line. They just left him, figured it was no issue. Got Cassidy all by himself, but he manages to pick up 2 kills there, which is absolutely massive and throws favor into the hands of Meowshui.
Yeah, Exodus doing quite a lot of work, but Vortex on the balcony trying to get Dixon. Oh, gets the house pack. Vortex unable to confirm the kill. In the meantime, Jif does fall to Exodus. Dixon still being chased by this Mercy. We'll be able to get back to safety, but, well, there's only, 10 seconds left. I don't know if Odin Bio were able to touch in time, or Embassage does get that pick onto Ashri, and the rest of Odin Bio, I don't know how close they are, but the rest coming through from Vortex. Exodus is getting one more pick over time. They are touching. They are trying to push, but Exodus Fluke getting so many of Odin Bio and getting that round and getting the victory. They are your 3rd place team.
And there we have it. Meowshui taking the victory. As you said, Meowshui have now secured their 3rd place finish, the bronze finish finalists. We're going to see Fluke getting play of the game here. From when he absolutely just pops off on Widowmaker. How many is it? 1 headshot.
Oh, yes. This was gross.
Oh, there's the hog walking out. We're not going to count. 2 kills? 3 kills? Just an absolute decimation. I think there's 2 more before that section even happens. That would have been 5 picks right there. Just an absolutely strong performance right there by Fluke on the Widowmaker.
Well, absolutely amazing gameplay coming up on both these teams. They were very, very close. Even on that final map, on that push map, Autumn Bio and Meowshui were very evenly matched. I think only was it 4 meters, I think, separating them? Very well played. Let's have a look at some of these amazing replays from that game we just had. What in particular stood out for you in this game of Colosseo?
Honestly, in the Colosseo, I mean, it had to have been just the start where Fluke just went absolutely crazy on the Widowmaker. Like, that is probably one of the strongest performances we've seen from Yashu's team so far. They won the first fight, they pushed up, they took an aggressive positioning, and they just kept getting pick after pick after pick as they walked out unsuspecting from their own spawn.
Well, absolutely amazing play coming out from Meowshui here, especially. And So before we go into the break, I do also want to mention to you guys about our amazing sponsor, Quokka mouse pads. If you guys haven't done that just yet, make sure you guys exclamation mark giveaway into chat because we are going to be drawing our winner, our second winner of the day soon. $50 voucher to Quokka mouse pads where you can design your own custom mouse pad. Very beautiful mouse pads for sure, coming from the amazing local Australian company. So make sure you get that in before we go into break. But Meowshree, congratulations on third place. After this, we will be seeing who will be coming first between Nunes and Can Touch This. We'll see you in hopefully 5 or so minutes. 10 minutes. I'm not sure. Whatever the countdown is. Welcome back. We've just had amazing games here in this one and only Disconnected Esports Creator Clash. We had both first had Nunes Nation versus Alton Bio, with Nunes Nation taking the victory, and now here in the grand finals. On the other hand, Can't Touch This off stream did win against Meowshree, and they're joining Nunes Nation here in the grand finals. We also just saw the third place game where Meowshree does take third place, and well, we haven't yet named an MVP between Meowshree and Alton Bio game. Now, Beppis, who would you give MVP for that game, the series we just had?
Yeah, so first things first, both teams had some very exceptional plays from every player on the team. However, personally, there's two that stood out exceptionally, and I would like to give MVP to Exodus. Just throughout the whole series, getting massive value,
Wow.
just non-stop.
Having a look here at some of these playthroughs, you can see in the kill feed, I believe this is where, actually no, I think this is just a generic victory round here. But Exodus, there's one pick going for another, absolutely popping off here, completely, dominating on this Widow.
Yeah, just not only on the Widow as well, but on every pick that Exodus put out. We saw on Coloseo, Exodus swapped to Cole Cassidy and was just constantly getting value on flanks, getting picks, always a threat to be dealt with, or even going behind enemy lines and getting insane amounts of value.
For sure, for sure. And I think that I agree here with you as well. Exodus definitely doing quite a lot of work for Meowshree's team. And at the very least, it definitely entertained us. But we must put this game aside because we have the grand finals game that we must look at soon. And that game is, of course, against Can't Touch This, led by the one and only Zazastak and Nunes Nation. Let's have a little bit more of a closer look here at our first team, Can't Touch This.
Yeah, so Can't Touch This is a wonderful team. It's run by the team captain, Zazastak. You may know her. She's in the queues a lot of the time. She's playing Ana. Sometimes she's playing Widow. It's about a 50-50 mix-up. Very good on both. Joining her as the team tank, Avatar Liger. Everybody knows this man. He's in the queues. He is Reinhardt. He doesn't play Reinhardt. He is Reinhardt. The DPS lineup, we're seeing Fresh Web and Shin Kuone, which, if anyone here tuned in yesterday, some very strong plays from both of these teams. We saw Shin Kuone constantly locking in a Junkrat and putting out a massive performance. Fresh Web doing some insane work as well, locking in on the Kree, locking in Soldier. And we've got Matas Viva, and they are joining Zazastak as the secondary support. Going to see a lot of Lucio coming out perhaps with that Lucio Reinhardt for this team. It seems to be their favorite for what we're seeing.
So true, yeah. The Reinhardt does love that Lucio alongside them. And let's now have a look at this team that also made it to the grand finals. The one and only, drumroll, drumroll, Nunes Nation here.
So for Nunes Nation, it's Team Captain Chana. We've witnessed their gameplay earlier here. We've seen what they are capable of. We're going to have Transcendent Blades once again on the tank, although however we did see them mixing it up a little earlier. They've got Snell and Zenyatta as the DPS and Dr. Meme as the other support. However, as we saw in the first set, they are open to swap around a little. We have seen Dr. Meme rocking that DPS. We've seen a bit of switcheroo with their team, so a bit of a surprise what we're in for this game.
True indeed. They do like switching things around here, and hopefully though let's get not just switches but big exciting gameplay. Let's look at the maps that these players will be playing on. First up is Ilios. Oh, you mentioned Lucio earlier. Beppis, do you think we'll be getting a Lucio here on Ilios?
I'm hoping not just one, but two Lucios going straight around the well. It's a fan favorite. Everybody loves it. It's, you know, you get Ilios, you go to well, you lock in Roadhog, you lock in Lucio, and everyone plays Ring Around the Rosie and sees how many Enviros we can get. Not to mention, Ilios also has Ruins. We do like to see a bit of Widow there. You know, Widow's always a fun watch.
Yes, no, I agree with that call UV making here on Ilios. Widow and Lucio, I love watching them both. Second map is Runa Sapi. Now, I'm a bit real. I have played on Runa Sapi a couple of times, but I don't think enough to maybe compete in it. But these two teams are going to be competing today on Runa Sapi on push for their second map.
Yeah, we saw Runasapi come out once yesterday in round robin brackets, and honestly, it's a very interesting map. It's a very beautiful map. It looks really nice, the environment. Although, like you, I've only played on the map once or twice myself. I wouldn't feel confident playing it competitively myself yet, but it's got a lot of flank, so a high ground, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of comps these teams pull out.
Well, without
Without
further ado, I know you mentioned seeing what comps are going to bring out on Runa Sapa, but let's, before that, check out what they're going to be playing here on Ilios. The first game is up and ready, and we are going to be loading into
Ready
it
for
now.
battle.
Ilios here. I don't know
I'm eager
which
to see what
of the
problems
three
we
we are
encounter on
starting
this
with. It looks
mission.
like it might be well.
Yeah, we've got Ilias as well as the first one, so we already see Can Touch this. Martha's Viva on the Lucio. Are we going to see Chana match that and lock in the Lucio? Are we going to see a Mercy? Yes, we are.
Hey there.
2 Lucios, 1 well.
Hey.
We're not seeing any Bird Dogs though.
3,
2 Lucios, 1 well. What a title of this map. Let's see how it goes. Zatastack also on Baptiste here, while Dr. Meme on the Anna. We have Ligo on, of course, Reinhardt, of course. We wouldn't expect anything else. But Transcendent Flames bringing out the Winston. Snell on the Echo. Going to be able to get some air movement up here.
We have seen Chana switch to the Mercy here. Well,
Oh,
with
no,
Snow on
Lucio.
the Echo, we do want that pocket. We'll see how much value can we get. The Liger just going into the backline with Matos fan. Zooming him in.
Well, they've traded out one of the tanks already. Transcendent Flames being taken out quite early. Can Touch is using this to take quite a bit of an advantage here onto point. Was able to take out a couple of people. Dr. Meme and China, both the supports of Nunes Nation, have fallen. And Snell, though, will be able to get revenge, taking out one of the supports from Can Touch this. But this may mean that Can Touch this will be able to take this point.
It's a very long fight, a very back and forth. Can Touch is finally capping the point here. We see a very equal ult charge across the entire team. Most players coming up in around 50% here. Same with Nunes Nation also. Zenita doing a lot of damage, almost getting to high noon. We're gonna see like Nunes Nation really need to force the Liger out of this little corner here.
Ooh, but instead what they're gonna do is lose their Snell. The rest does come through from China, but Shinkuani is ready and waiting. But no, Snell, just a bit faster, does take down Shinkuani. And that might be what they need to try and take the point, as the point flips over to Nunes Nation. Transcendent Blades, though, taking fresh lab out on the side for the boot. But Matos gets Zenyatta, making it harder for Nunes Nation to try and keep this point. But Snell doing a lot of work taking down Zazastack, does keep the rest of Can Touch this in check. Shinkuani also getting extremely low, but surviving just barely, but ready for the second or third fight here on this map. Zenyatta is back.
See, coming into here, Nunes Nation have got multiple ults coming up. They've got Valkyrie, Nano Boost, and Duke. What are we going to see coming out here? Because Zazastack opening with Amp Matrix.
Opening up with the Ant Matrix, but unfortunately losing her life in return. Flash Lab also losing her life. Using even the lab was not enough. Martin's fan having to jump off the edge as they nearly got chased down by Transcendent Blades. And now Shinkuani getting chased by this very, very scary monkey. Somehow managing to live though. With the lab, and Transcendent Blades falls instead. This may be the opportunity that Can Touch us needs to try and get back to the point 50. Nearly 60% on the point. And here they are, on point.
Touch is going back in here. They do have the ult advantage here with Earthshatter and High Noon. However, the enemy team, Nunes Nation, is kind of hard to hit with a shatter. What of their characters are going to be in the air?
So true. Here comes first ultimate, the High Noon, trying to find someone, not able to find anyone, and gets left in instead. And antied and taken out by Dr. Meme. The rest has come through onto Zenyatta, and now Zenyatta's Nation have quite a high advantage. Snell taking down Zaza, Fresh Lab falling as well, and that is going to be another clean fight for Nunes Nation.
As we see, Nunes Nation taking that fight. They use their ults. They are, however, 72% back to Echo Duplication with a damage boost. That's one right click, and they have dupe back for this next fight already. So we're really gonna have to see. They're shooting the dupe Reinhardt here. Can Liger shatter the dupe and take it off the map or something? So they really have to win this point back, or else it's gonna be map 1.
Well, they may not need to use too many ults, and using their one and only, as so many members though of Nunes fall down, and Can Touches are gonna be able to flip the point. 99%. Though to Nunes Nation, they only need one fight.
They have had a chance to, like, because they won that without investing any ultimates though. Can't Touch This is coming up on 3 ults here. The Amp Matrix, the Shatter, and also the Mortar Strike from Bastion. With a Reinhardt on your team, Amp Matrix and Fire Strikes, they're very deadly. They're definitely in for a challenge getting through this choke here.
Speaking of this Bastion Strike, it is coming down all onto that tank, all onto Transcendent. That Transcendent does live, but just barely. Out comes the Nano though onto Stealth, and gets taken out immediately before even using the copy. And as you mentioned, Can't Touch Us has so many ultimates available and win that fight so cleanly.
Both the supports on Nunes Nation getting out on just a sliver of health. However, Shin getting a massive pick on Zenyatta. If they might be able to res that, but even if they do, that's res down. That's a massive high value pick.
Well, I don't know if they are able to just touch in time now using the using copy to try and stay alive for a little bit longer. Will be taken out of that. Shinkwani though will be taken down instead. This is first pick, but Transcendent Blaze without any support to keep them up will fall to Liger, whacking them. And now here comes a big drop for Martos to secure this victory, secure this fight. 99% for both teams. Can't Touch Us though, with the number advantage, take the first point.
Zazastack getting a huge pick on Shana while Liger's just out there swinging around and doing damage, tearing it up. That's a huge first point going in the favor of Can't Touch This.
Ready for battle.
Very well played from Can't Touch Us in this first round in our grand finals here at Disconnected Esports. A creator clash. The winner of this game, of this series, of this best of 3 series, wins the tournament, and Can't Touch Us just one more point closer to that.
Yeah, so we're gonna be seeing the comps are essentially the same. We've got Can't Touch This still running the Reinhardt and the Speed Boost Lucio. We've got Zazastack still running Baptiste. As she said yesterday in her interview, she's been enjoying the Baptiste a bunch recently. Been enjoying it, higher damage output. Nunes Nation have swapped off the Echo. They're now running a more higher damage output both comp. They've got their Dynamites coming after Snell, still damage boosted. Bastion with damage boost, that's really gonna tear into Liger's shield.
Well, yeah, it may possibly tear into the shield, but you know what else tears into the shield? Actually, no. Transcendent Blade actually wins and actually gets taken out. I thought Liger was about to get taken out because they were antied, but no, Can't Touch Us is a little bit stronger and takes the fight and takes the point.
Yeah, their positioning, them just going straight for the point off the start of the game and just holding the point as 5 tightly knit teammates was very strong. You have versing a D.Va now, so that with Defense Matrix, that can deny a lot of their damage if they walk that well on the stage.
Yep, big anti though onto Can't Touch Us for the Baptiste. Lab does save quite a few members, but Fresh Lab is gonna fall. So is Liger. Shinkwani follows, and Zaza. What a lead once again by the newest nations, but 34% isn't too bad to start off with.
Yeah, the D.Va swap from Transcendent really bringing a lot of value with that Defense Matrix. Going in there, taking the point, taking aggression, eating all of the damage with Defense Matrix, and forcing Baptiste back out of them. Just really let Zenyatta go in there for free with Sentry Forge.
Yeah, absolute gameplay coming through here from everyone. Now comes the BAP window. Zazastack gonna try and use it the best they can, but no, Zenyatta with the strikes takes down Zaza. Liger falls as well. Zenyatta with that mercy damage boost goes to get Martos and succeeds. 34, 35% Nunez Nation now in the lead.
Nunez Nation using both Nana and Bastion out there. They still have Bob, they still have Valkyrie, and they're coming up on Diva Bomb. Can't touch this though. They're coming up on 4 ultimates. If they close the distance, speed boost Liger in there, there's no way they can really dodge a Shatter now. They are all gonna just have to take Shatter and lose the fight if you can find a nice one.
Well, here there is the next fight you're mentioning. Shatter possibly coming out, and Shatter is now available. So is Beat Drop being used, and Yida does fall. This is huge for Can Touches. They definitely want to get the point back, and they're able to. Whoa, that's so close to flipping it. A big anti though onto Can Touches. Res coming out as well, but the Shinkuani is the one to fall. Dazzle falls as well. Oh, Freshnet may fall, but here comes the Shadows. It's going to be enough to turn the tables. Because where is all your team? Where is your team, Liger? You have now joined them back in the spawn, and so will Amato.
That's very unfortunate. They opened up the fight there, actually getting a pick on Zenyatta, but he just gets resurrected. And all the different angles that Nunez Nation is playing, they're really just holding so many different places that Liger's shield is only really protecting 1 or 2 teammates at a time at max. There's constantly a Diva diving in on the Bastion, just making so much space and pressuring them all.
So much space being made. Shinkuani does get extremely low, will survive, but we do have the Diva Bomb available in Transcendent Blade's hand. But is this yeah, Nano is out, Valkyrie is out, Diva Bomb is out, all the ultimates for Nunez Nation. They don't want Can Touches to touch the point, but they did touch. It is overtime, but not for long. As one member falls, another member falls, another member falls, and now it is just Liger who does take down Transcendent Blades, but is that going to be enough? They're extremely low. But where is the rest of the team? Looks like we have Lucio on point to try and survive for a little bit longer, taking down Zenyatta, but the Mercy pistol is just so strong. While Kentachis was able to flip it, the rest of Nunez Nation are going to come back. Shinkuani stalling for a little bit longer, trying to push people off the point. Dr. Meme does fall. But actually, I think Kentachis can hold this point.
Shinkuani just stalling the point really well there on Venture.
Oh, the Shadow comes out. Transcendent Blade does get out of the mech, but takes down 2. But Marvel's taking down now. This is going back and forth. 84%. Kentachis doing the absolute best. Out comes also the beat drop to keep everyone alive and keep everyone alive. Martos did.
Shinkuani getting a massive pick there on Zenyatta. This is a really big stall. Zenyatta also on Soldier rather than a Bastion now. We are seeing just 2 massive picks and Kentachis take the victory.
99% each, but Kentachis takes 2 points in a row, just bringing them to their first win in this best of 3. Play of the game and going to Dr. Meme, Bethis.
Yeah. What are we going to see in this putting? He hit many massive antis during this game. I think, is this going to be one of them? Because if not, there's many times where he's just constantly looking out and saving Chana on the Mercy. Just, you'd see his POV, you'd see a critical person, and he's just flicking back and forth between everyone. High damage output, play the game though.
Yeah, Dr. Meme did absolutely amazing there on the Ana, both with the damage being dealt, the nade throws, the anti-nades, anti-heal nades, as you mentioned earlier, and also just keeping the team alive. But that is going to be, of course, the first round of victory, first game victory to Can Touch This. Let's have a look at the map pool. Can Touch This taking the victory here on Ilias, but we are going to be going into Runa Sapi, the push map, the brand new push map. I don't know how well you know this map, Bepis, but I don't really know this map very well.
I have seen the map maybe 2 or 3 times so far, and like I said before, the map very beautiful, looks really nice. I like the actual the environment, the art, how it looks. It's very nice. But when it comes to how the actual map plays out, I'm not too sure. I've seen the design of the map looks like it really is going to favor picks like Diva, Winston, those that can take high ground, because there's a lot of little high grounds where if you abuse them, you can take a lot of space and hold places, but I haven't personally played it myself, so it'll be interesting to see what these teams decide to play and if these guys have played the map more than I have.
Yeah, well, definitely believe you have played the map more than me, so we'll trust your knowledge on I forgot even the name. Runasapi, was it?
Runasapi.
Runasapi! Well, we are heading into Runasapi, though I must say it is a very pretty map. And I am a big fan of pretty maps. Push as well, I'm not too upset about. It does mean this is going to be quite the battle between these two titans of a team.
Yeah. So just a few seconds time now, we'll get to see what these teams have cooked up for this map here. With Kantouches needing to take this push victory to win the entire tournament. So there's a lot on the line for Nunez Nation to tie it up off this.
Wow. Well, if you guys haven't had the fly through yet on Runasapi, here is our observer doing the honors for you, showing you the pathway you need to take to get to the point from one end to the other.
A very, very beautiful map, as you can see on stream right now.
3, 2,
How do you feel about the age and composition? Sorry, the hero compositions. I'm so sorry. I definitely did not say age. No, I am not cheating on Overwatch. I have no idea what you mean, Peppers. I definitely
Someone's
wasn't
been playing
casting. Well, I would never cast Valorant. I definitely didn't do that earlier.
That's okay. Looking at team compositions, it's nice to see that Liger, once again, on his signature hero. We saw Zazastack playing Runasapi yesterday, actually, also on the Iwari. We've got Shin back on they're also a signature hero, Junkrat. Fresh web on the soldier. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do. We're seeing a lot of strength from these players on these comfort picks that that's yesterday's win. Nunez Nation as well. We've got Snow and Hanzo. We haven't seen a Hanzo at all this tournament yet, so that'll be interesting to see. Hanzo and Amalga.
Well, the fight is a little bit underway here on the first, the first fight. Going back and forth, no one really taking a huge lead. Though Nunez Nation is the one that is going to be in control of the robot for a tiny little bit, but not before, Kantouches is back. Liger is back. They're getting a lot of damage taken onto them, though. And will fall, and Nunez Nation will be pushing it a little bit further.
Yeah, Nunez Nation taking the first fight of the point of the map. And if we look at the ult charge as well, Kantouches have built a lot of ult charge off of that prolonged fight. Nunez Nation, I mean, they've got Kitsune Rush coming up, they've got Hanzo Dragon. Like, Kitsune Rush and Malga, that's a force to be reckoned with. He can just run at you, pop his cardiac overdrive, and just unleash. So, we'll see. That's probably what we're about to see right now.
Well, yeah, there it goes. There's the Kitsune Rush. There goes the Malga. There's also goes the Storm Arrows. Bombs now trying to do a lot of damage, trying to force Kantouches back. And look how close they are to getting that first close spawn. Though they are going to be able to contest. Zaza opening this with a massive Captive Sun. Transcendent Foe, Snowballs can touch this, winning this fight and just barely stopping that close spawn from triggering.
Yeah. There's a massive ult combo from Nunez Nation. The Kitsune Rush and Malga, just a force to be reckoned with, takes so much space. They couldn't get any picks off of it, but they got a lot of distance, almost getting to the midpoint checkpoint. However, Kantouches getting them in time, trading Captivating Sun to win the fight, and now they've got a very strong position here. I expect to see Shinku only pull out Riptide here. If he can get 1 or 2 kills with that, that's going to be a very strong push back, where Kantouches might be able to make it to their checkpoint.
So true. A lot of ultimates available for both teams to play with. You mentioned the tire. Let's see if that's going to be used first or whether another ultimate is going to be used. They are so close to, though, reaching the same point that Nunez Nation did. Transcendently getting extremely low. Out comes the Dragon from Snell. Shadow from Liger does take down the tank. Transcendent plays. A beat drop for both teams. And so now it's just the battle of the sleeping Reinhardt. Zazastack getting a little bit low, but still alive in Unifold. And ooh, it's so close to getting that close spawn. Kantouches succeeds and takes not the victory, but takes the lead. Takes the lead so far.
And they're still getting distance right now even. They're regrouping well, they're playing it well. They still have that visor as well, whereas Nunez Nation have nothing to trade back with. They have swapped off the Hanzo, they've now got an Echo and a Bastion to fight into this. Looking to destroy Liger's shield and try and leave them a bit vulnerable out in the open here. Utilize that right
Zazastack having another Captive Sun lands quite a large one on quite a few members of Nunes Nation, but the supports, Dr. Meme and Chana, try and keep everyone alive, utilizing the nano. Zenyatta, though extremely low, does still manage to survive. No one has fallen. Out comes a cage, but Transcendent Blades falls immediately in that cage, while every member of Kantachus is trapped. Is this going to be enough? Chana takes one down, but no, the rest of the members of Kantachus stay alive. Transcendent Blades switching over to the Reinhardt here.
Yeah, Transcendent Blades with the Malga cage. Unfortunately, just gets killed instantly in his own cage there. There's just so much damage coming out from Kantachus. Zenyatta looking to try and trade back. They are taking their space back now. They're on the Reinhardt 1v1. However, Liger does have that shatter, so it'll be interesting to see how they play this.
Well, there goes the shatter. Transcendent Blades does put themselves with counter blocks for the rest of the team. As Zenyatta fall, but so does Liger. Now, Transcendent joins Liger as well. Speed drops for Nunes Nation. Out comes the Tire trying to find one. Will be able to get Chana. And is going back and forth. This is chaos. As Shikawani gets one more pick, goes for the other support too. And Zazastack, is that a solo ult we just
I do
saw?
believe that was 4 kills to Shin Kuoni right there, and Zazastack just took the 5 kill.
What is she typing? I think she must be typing something. She probably was like, oops, I didn't realize it was solo.
Could have been that, or could have just wrote, haha, nice ace in the chat. Just
True.
taking it from him. No 5k for you.
Or maybe she's being a bit toxic to Nunes Nation and Cement. Oh, the sleep. We have Fresh Labs here popping the vibes, but gets slipped immediately by Dr. Meme. Nano is also out from Dr. Meme. Transcendence has the shadow available, but no, just the Nano is enough to win that fight. And they're gonna head back to the center and hopefully remove that close spawn.
That was an absolutely massive sweep from Dr. Meme there. Just shutting down the flank visor from Fresh Web, who is now swapped to Bastion. They're now mirroring the Bastion. Liger's having a hard time with Bastion, well, so are you now, Transcendent. Enjoy.
Well, Liger gets a little bit low there, but does survive as, of course, Nunes Nation are prioritizing the robot, the push, and they are now up to the barricade, and this is where the fight is going to start. Snell is the first one to fall. He did have the ultimate available. So many ultimate are available for Nunes Nation. But Shikawani, what is going on in this little room? You're getting pushed back and forth. Somehow, Martos and Liger, he does take down Chana and Transcendence. Zenyatta taking Crash. It's back and forth, and now the robot is controlled by Kantachus, Shikawani, and Liger getting 2 more picks.
It's a very, very strong push from Kantachus here. Just 2 different fights going on in 2 different places, and Zenyatta getting the 1 pick on Fresh Red, but overall Kantachus, they now have the ult advantage, they now have control of the objective. Liger looking for Shatter, and maybe we see something big here, Shatter, Riptire. Some big combos, looks like Zenyatta's switching to me here.
Well, first ultimate used in this fight is going to be the Captive Sung from Zaza, but doesn't look like they got anyone with it. But Martos getting Dr. Meme is a huge pick for Nunes Nation. Transcendent Blaze extremely low, and now Shatter falls. Liger cementing this fight with that Shatter. This is such a dominating performance from Kantachus. 2.5-ish minutes left for this push map.
Yeah, if they keep up this good work, they still have Riptire. Nunes Nation have Echo Duplication and Nano Boost. They are getting some massive picks here though. If they keep up this work, they might possibly be able to cap here. Liger has fallen though, so it's not looking too likely.
Yep, Liger falls and is going to be returned to the favor to Transcendent Blades with that Tire. But as you mentioned, it is a little bit hard for Kantachus to completely cap it as they are a little bit staggered. Chana though, does fall, but Dr. Meme takes down Shikawani back and forth. The players go, but the robot is still hovering towards Nunes Nation's spawn. That does mean they do get back quicker, but they are under so much pressure. The robot though heading closer towards Kantachus. This is close spawn. Out comes Zazastack's ultimate once again, and the beat drops. Kantachus has so much advantage right now to try and push, but the ultimates for Nunes Nation are also gathering. We have a beat drop available and Blizzard available for this next fight.
I just want to say, that was such a prolonged fight that's still going on now. That it opened with Snell using Duplicate, and Snell has almost already got Duplicate again. That's how long this fight has been going on for.
But as you mentioned, the fight is of course still going. Here comes the Shadow from Transcendent to try and take this point back. The Nano was used as well as and the Blizzard. The own was invested into this fight and they are rewarded for their efforts. Nunes Nation take control of the robot and are able to stop that close spawn for a little bit.
60 seconds.
So can't touch this. Their ult economy, it's an okay spot right now. They're coming up on multiple of their ultimates. However, Nunes Nation, they have beat, they have dupe. Those are some very strong, like, fight-winning ultimates right there. I expect to see Snell go deep here, duplicate Reinhardt, just run at the enemies, and just take a nice clean victory.
Now let's see if Snell is about to do that. We are watching them. Instead, they do choose the Bastion. Out comes the brrr, going forward. The Bastion not able to completely capture them, but ooh, getting trapped. Trying to do a bit more damage. Doesn't quite have their ultimate just yet, but a very close. Channa does have. I think Channa. I don't know what happened there, but ultimate coming out from Snell doesn't really get anyone, but the tire from Shikawani gets three. Flashlight getting Transcendent Blazes now. Kantouch is back in control, and I don't know, only 8 seconds left, Nunes Nation. 5.
They're just leaving the bot, just
Oh.
not pushing it.
Oh,
Can
no.
they even touch it? I don't think they can, and that's the victory. Can't touches have just won the tournament.
They did win the tournament 2-0 here in the grand finals against Nunes Nation. Can't touch this. Your disconnected esports Creator Clash champions.
We're just seeing here now, just some absolute work being done. Some high value, Shin Kuroni on the Junkrat. Combining that with the Shatter, just beautiful work. Very well played from both teams, but in the end, Can't Touch This taking the victory.
Yep, Can't Touch This. Put on such a wonderful show. Both of these teams put on a wonderful show for us, and Can't Touch Us is going to be the one walking away with the victory. We must crown one victor here, and that will be Zazastack's team. Is there an MVP, Bepis, that you would like to award Can't Touch This?
I'm not too sure for a full MVP so far. I think what we saw, there was some very, very well-played moments from all of Zazastack's team. So Zazastack taking the first step forwards when she has Captivating Sun. Like in that first fight, it was their only ult, going forwards, taking pressure. I even saw her using it just so she could fly in and help heal Liger, keeping him alive a couple times, you know? Using it for mobility rather than just damage. But then Liger himself, in them first fights on Ridasapi, shattering Malga, taking him off the map, that wins the fight off of that. As well as the massive shatter on, well, when there was 2 minutes left, you saw Shin Kuoni and Liger, Shatter, Junkrat, wiped the whole team, just the two of them. But then also Shin Kuoni with the massive tires. I think, overall, I would probably have to say, it's a hard decision. I'd say Liger and Shin Kuoni can share it in that one. Them two comboing was really, really well played.
Yeah, I do though agree with you that it's quite hard to give an MVP to Can't Touch This because they worked so well together. They were working as a team. The synergy was absolutely amazing and very well played to every single member on Can't Touch This. Let's have a look at a couple of these replays from the game and these fights here. Amazing, amazing gameplay coming out. Especially at the end here, you know, Zenyatta tried to save the point a couple of times with the Blizzard, but that tire from Shikawani getting 3 cemented the deal for Can't Touch This.
Yeah, not to mention, just before that, the trap as well on the staircase that stopped the duplicated Bastion from just going into the enemy team. Just absolute just performance all around.
Yep, Shikawani definitely performing quite well here on the Junkrat, but we also have talked about Dr. Mean from Nunes Nation, who did quite a good job on the Anna. I personally want to shout out them because beautiful Anna, especially here on the well, who then they did get the play of the game. I don't often see Annas get the play of the game, which means Dr. Mean did absolutely incredible.
Yeah, he was hitting all of his shots, hitting some very vital sleeps. Unfortunately, at the end, couldn't quite seal the deal and take the victory, but got incredible value on the characters that he was playing.
Well, that does wrap up this game, but don't leave just yet. We will be going to a short ad break, and when we come back, we will be interviewing the one and only Zaza Stack. Don't also forget as well, one more thing, because not only are we interviewing Zaza Stack, we're also giving away one final $50 voucher to Quokka Mousepad. So make sure you guys have entered that giveaway if you haven't already. Exclamation mark giveaway in chat, and we will be drawing that later after the interview. So we'll go to a short break and we'll see you guys in shortly. The Disconnected Esports Content Creator Clash has now finished, with Kantajas being the victors, being the champions, being the winners of all 4 teams. Now, Zazastack is the captain, and we will be interviewing them. But before we do that, once again, we must give a wonderful shout out to our wonderful sponsor, Quokka mouse pads. We have one final gift voucher, one $50 gift voucher to give away, and this is your last chance to type that exclamation mark giveaway in the chat. Big thank you to Quokka mouse pads, one of the, I would say, the best Australian mouse pad provider here, and they are very, very supportive of everyone, and we absolutely love them. Big love to you, Quokka mouse pads. But don't forget, exclamation mark giveaway for your chance to win. But our winner, Zazastack, is here with us, and we will be saying hi and interviewing her. Zazastack, congratulations! How do you feel about winning this?
I'm actually super pumped about it, to be honest, because we, so Nunez was obviously like probably our most excited game that we were around for today, because we didn't win against them yesterday, and I felt like we kind of made a good comeback in that grand final as well. You know, we got to verse them again, and we redeemed ourselves, and that felt really nice. And we played just so much better. Like, comms were better, they were more clear, and things like that. So yeah, I was super pumped about it. We all improved so much.
Now, you mentioned that your comms improved and everything. Does that mean you were practicing last night? But also, let's go back a little bit further. Did you actually practice or scrim in the weeks leading up to this content creator clash?
So the week before this content creator clash, we practiced maybe Wednesday, and that was it. Like, we practiced for maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, but that's it. That's the only practice we've had as a team. And the first time we versed Nunez on the first game of yesterday, that matchup, we were still getting our comms sorted, our team comms sorted, and it was basically play your comfort picks, and we'll switch if it goes wrong, sort of thing. And you know, it worked well, but the reason we lost against them yesterday is because we played 2 split and they were playing more of a divey comp. So when you're split against a dive comp, they can just easily dive one half of your team without you being able to save them sometimes. So that's why they got away with it, but we learned from that. And yeah, we didn't practice after last night. Everyone pretty much went to sleep, and I had to go to sleep as well, and yeah, it was getting late. But look, I think we just learnt from yesterday's mistakes, and that's kind of what brought it back for us. And we played together, and everyone kind of popped off. So
Yeah, we really saw you guys playing a lot tighter as a team, but then we also saw you guys not afraid to like split up a little. Like when we saw Shin Kuoni, for example, just constantly harassing from the side. Trash Web looking for flanks, just very strong, well played. Looked like you guys had a lot better comms going into it today. Were you like, were you inspired? Were you seeking revenge after yesterday's defeat against Nunez?
For sure, actually, it kind of like got us really excited for the match, because we're like, we can get him this time, we can beat him this time, you know, we got this sort of thing, and we're like kind of yelling motivation at each other. We're like, let's do it, yeah, sort of thing. Yeah, and it was like super cool like that. But I feel like, yeah, just our comms improved, because yesterday it was more like excuse me. So like, I'm a very critical person. I tell them, like, because I kind of coach while I play in a way with my comms. I told them, if I'm being too critical, tell me to be quiet. But you know, they're all super chill with it, and they put up with my comms, and I appreciate that. And it's mainly just me, like, I point out their errors as soon as they do them, but just quickly, and then we get back on track, and it's like, don't split up, we're gonna go left side, we're gonna pass through here this time, we're gonna go straight to point, like on Ilios, how we were passing through the left on Lighthouse. And I was just saying, go to point, go to point, go to point. We're gonna hold point, because against their comp, point is probably the best place for us to hold, and we're not gonna go out in the open down the middle, because that's where we're gonna get shot at. So yeah, it's just kind of like, yeah, it's just simple things we've cleaned up, you know?
Yeah, just really establishing like your comms, make sure it's all clean and everyone listening. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you guys think you'll be staying as a team? You'll be entering any more tournaments as a group of 5?
Look, it would be fun. Maybe if a fun little tournament comes up, but I don't think everyone on the team is a super serious player. I know Fresh Lab doesn't play Overwatch all the time. He just plays here and there when he feels like it, sort of thing. The other 3 guys, Liger, Martos, and Shin, they all play a lot more. And they grind the game a bit more. But, you know, it's like, I don't think they're as competitive as I am, in a way. Like, I've always been a very competitive person. I used to scrim, I used to coach, I used to do all that stuff. You know, I used to be on a DE team, fun fact. But, yeah, and it's like, I've kind of had that experience from team play, and I've always been competitive since that. And I've always wanted to win, not in a, you know, like, I don't know what the word is, but it's not like in a very serious sort of way, but I am competitive in the fun sort of way, you know what I mean?
I definitely
Yeah.
know what you mean.
Yeah.
I've had the
Yeah.
beautiful honor of, I wouldn't say being carried or anything, but definitely being carried by you. And you're very both competitive, but also kind of nurturing and making sure we are, of course, enjoying ourselves, but we are playing to our full potential. And I'm not
Exactly, yeah.
flying
And that's-
off into the enemy for fun.
Yeah, the amount of times you've done that.
Don't we don't talk about that. We're going to be talking about you here, Zaz and Stack. And this question here is, of course, for you. You just won this entire tournament, but we may have heard from someone that you are maybe considering playing ranked Q straight after this. Is this true? And okay.
No hesitation.
No hesitation. We love that. Are you grinding here, trying to bring that momentum from your victory here in the tournament through to your ranked? And how successful do you think this will be?
Okay, personally, I don't think there's a lot of momentum because playing in a tournament is completely different to playing in ranked. I feel like ranked is a bit more messy. Not everyone joins voice chat. Not everyone can hear your comms. You can't make everyone join voice chat, you know? Like, it depends on how everyone conducts themselves in the game in ranked. So there's a lot more different random factors that make it a lot harder. And I feel like my aim is probably a bit tired as well, so you might want to avoid me today. But I'm tired because I've been on for like 5 hours now, maybe. So it's just a lot of aiming at the moment and stuff has made my arm tired, and I'm only gonna play a couple ranked games, not too much, but yeah, just enough to have a bit of fun.
Well, thank you, Zazastack, because I hope you've had fun throughout this tournament, and you have continued to have more fun now as you play more ranked. But you have provided myself, Bepis, and of course everyone in chat with so much fun as well. Watching you and your team, and of course all the rest of the content creators involved play has been amazing. Thank you, Zaza. Congrats on your
Thank you.
victory, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you very much.
Mwah.
Have a good
Love
night.
you.
Thank you.
Well, that is, of course, the one and only Zazastack, who does take the victory here in this tournament that Disconnected Esports has held. We are going to be running the giveaway right now, so make sure you guys, if you haven't, you might have a few more seconds left to type exclamation mark giveaway into chat. Type it right now, because we are running the last and final giveaway for Quokka Mousepad's $50 voucher to one amazing lucky person in chat. Quokka Mousepad is, of course, the one and only OCE-based mousepad vendor that allows you to either purchase from a pre-existing range or upload your own custom image. They have an array of different mousepads, sizes for a variety of setups. And we have, throughout this entire weekend, given away 6 of these $50 vouchers to you guys in chat, and this is the final one. Oh, there we go! Isekai! Congratulations on winning! With that, I believe that is the end of the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Bepis, thank you so much for casting and having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming in. I know you came in on short notice. It was incredible casting. Thank you so much for casting with me. And thank you to all our creators, all of the creators fans, everyone who's come in, and obviously Quokka Mousepads, amazing people. Love that you sponsored us and you work with us often. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wonderful tournament and wonderful night to everyone.
Well, with that, we will be closing off the night here. Good night, everyone. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, whether you're going onto the queues to play your own ranked games or going to have an early night doing whatever you need. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.